Hello and welcome to build up to a good game. Tonight's game is Crystal Palace against West Ham United. Kick off in 1 hour 5 minutes, which means the lineups are 5 minutes away. 7 changes from the game against Doncaster Rovers at the weekend. It's the level you're probably all expecting. Anyway, Gonzo, how you feeling?
Yeah, fine, mate. Yeah, fine. I'm looking forward to it. I've been a bit busy, so I'm looking forward to an evening of football, really.
How's your expectations before you see the lineups? You're in the preview. You said 1-1. You're sticking with a draw.
I'd like to see the Palace team first as well. I'd like to see what they're up to before it, just in case I amend that. I mean, it seems like the sensible prediction. To be fair, two well organised managers. But they are in a bit of a bad run of form, Palace, and we're in a better run of form. So I'm pretty sure the bookies would be making. Would they? I don't know. It's a away game. Maybe we'd be slight favourites to the bookies. You'd know better than me, but. Yeah, I'll see. I want to see what their team's like, and I think ours is probably what we're going to predict anyway, if what you say is true.
When we go fourth, I mean, that's exciting, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I'm trying to hold down the expectation, if not the excitement. Certainly. No, there'll be no swearing today, Philip. Don't worry. I don't do that sort of thing. I don't condone that sort of behaviour on videos, quite frankly.
If you're new to the build-up, what we do is we have a little chat. The lineups are out in a few minutes. We take a look at the West Ham lineup. We'll take a look at the Crystal Palace lineup. We'll have a little discussion ahead of the game. And then we'll do a little bet giveaway. We'll compile a bet together, coming up with a funny phrase. And all you have to do is put the phrase into the live chat to enter. And if the bet wins, we will give someone some cash, big bucks, a little bit of moolah. And then we get very interactive. We'll get your comments up on the screen, whether it's about the lineups, the score prediction, whatever. Say it, we put it up, and then Charlie will be along with his watch along. You don't have to go anywhere. Charlie will be in this stream. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on it. Gonzo, is there anyone in particular you're hoping to see start tonight, or are you expecting the expected team?
I am expecting the expected, yeah. And in fact, if anyone else starts, I probably would be disappointed. So, yeah, the expected team is the right team, certainly. So I guess we're saying that Ben Rama's starting, if that's the case, which would be the expected team. He's being suspicious, which I think is really good because it will give him an opportunity to rectify the poor performance against Crystal Palace the first time round.
Happy birthday, James Halley's birthday. I'm hoping for 3 points as a present. Well, even if you don't worry, you've had happy birthday from Hamish Chat.
Happy birthday, James. Happy birthday.
Hopefully it's not too bad a consolation present for you. And Samuel says he's liked the video within 7 seconds. He's got a lot of faith of what to come. Don't let him down.
We won't let you down, Samuel. We won't. Thank you for the thumbs up. Much appreciated.
I've got a question. Alan says him and his mates were discussing earlier. Did Robert Snodgrass count as a homegrown player because Scotland's in the UK, or does he have to play for England?
Definitely a foreigner, Aaron. I think they're all foreigners, these Scots. So, but no, it's UK. It's homegrown. The United Kingdom, at least for the time being. But that's a bit political.
He didn't count as a homegrown player.
Why?
Because you've got to be trained in that country for, I think it's 3 years between the ages of 14 and 21 or something.
Really?
And Snodgrass was in Scotland.
But the Welsh are counted as homegrown.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Gareth Bale was counted as a homegrown.
Where did he do his training though?
Oh, I don't know actually.
Southampton.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Is penny dropping yet?
It's conniving jockos, sneaking and swindling. You know, he should count as homegrown. It's Britain. It's the United Kingdom.
Well, he didn't. It was Robert Snodgrass did not count as homegrown, so it freed up a space for a non-homegrown player. But don't worry, Aaron's thought the same. That means Aaron's mate was right.
Don't worry about your mate, Aaron.
Your mate.
I make Aaron right. Aaron's right, not his mate.
Him and his mates always had a discussion and disagreed, and he's thought, I know, get the Hammers Chat boys to confirm that I am right, and actually he's just been confirmed that
I'm on Aaron's side.
He was wrong. Anyway, the lineups will be out in 30 seconds anyway. I'm looking forward to this one, Gons. I think it's because the fact that we go fourth adds a little incentive to it. I think that definitely sort of just gets me a little bit more excited than a normal game kind of thing. Even if we're only fourth for a few hours, I don't know who plays late. I can't remember the fixture scheduling, such and so on and so forth. But even if it's just for one night, even if it's just for 1 hour, it's so good. It's good. It's feel good.
Yeah, it would be. I'm all happy to feel good for an hour, Gio.
Yes, that's all we ask. We're not too fussy, are we?
We're not.
Anyway, right, give me 1 second. Let me get this team lineup right. Here we go. The West Ham team. Oh, they're doing that clicky thing. Stop that. In goal, got Lucas Fabianski at the back four, Sufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, and Creswell. A midfield of Rice and Soucek with Bowen, Fornals, and Saïd Benrahma playing in behind Mikel Antonio, which is good, which means I can click this button and get up on the screen. Something I prepared a little bit earlier. How about that? There we go. Prepared earlier. Expected team, Gonzo.
I like it. Very, very nice. Are you sure it was you clicking it and not me clicking my pen that made it come up? Because that would be very clever. If I click the red bit on my pen, it came up in red. That'd be clever, Charlie. But he can't do that. It's too. You see,
Charlie's not here. Look in the screen. You can see Charlie's not there.
What's he doing?
He's busy.
What's he playing now?
He's busy for now. But anyway,
did you do that? Did you?
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I thought it'd be funny.
Sneaky. I like it. Sneaky.
And the West Ham team expected but happy.
Oh yeah. I fancy a big game from Bowen today, actually. Let's not forget about Antonio here, because Palace and particularly Roy has been in for him 3 times, thrice, as some might say. So it's not like he's got to prove himself to Roy. He knows that Roy rates him, but I think that's, I don't know, interesting. Interesting little dynamic there. I'm very interested in the bench, though, Gio, and the Crystal Palace team. But obviously, you will not have those on the ticker tape, because Charlie would have done if Charlie was not skiving.
Just to confirm, Martin Randolph is injured. That's why he didn't feature. He was meant to start against Doncaster. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's expected 11. It's good now that we're now starting to get a team. We're starting to get a starting 11 all season. Until a few games ago, we were chopping and changing the attack, trying to work out Benrahma, Fornals, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Bowen. We're trying different things, and we now got a settled starting 11 there. I think that's crucial. I want to see Benrahma on the left. I fear that we'll see Fornals on the left, and I'd rather see Benrahma on there. I do think he'll put Fornals on the left and then put Benrahma in the number 10. Anyway, the bench for West Ham United, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. One name on there we'll be happy to see. We've got Issa Diop, Andre Yarmolenko, Ryan Fredericks, Ben Johnson, David Martin, Martin Noble, Manuel Lanzini, Fabian Balbuena, and Mipo Odebeko. Mipo is on the bench.
Oh, he is. Tommy, he said that. Tommy said, I wouldn't, Charlie and Tommy, they almost had a fist fight, right, on a video. Oh, I got really tense. I couldn't believe it. I was like the online referee. And Charlie was saying, that Afolayan? That's Afolayan, yeah. He said Afolayan was going to, deserve to start and should start. And Tommy was saying, well, he said, I wouldn't mind betting that when it comes to the crunch, it's Odebeko that's on the bench. So there you go. Yeah, good shout. Interesting. Really interesting. I wouldn't expect to see him get on. Ben was there. It was very tense, Ben. Was it? Awkward video that was. I've got to say, it was, the tension in the room was terrible.
I think it's the right thing by Moyes by putting Mipo on there. He's rating Mipo higher than Afolayan, and with the greatest respect to Afolayan, as good as a moment it was a really nice moment. It was the 4th goal against a League One side where it was quite a comfortable victory already. Moyes has seen something in Mipo away from the first team football, which suggests that he wants Odebeko, and I think it's important to almost stick with Odebeko. He's missed out on Saturday due to a false positive test for COVID. That's all. He's not been injured. He's not done anything wrong. He deserves his opportunity on the bench, and I'm pleased to see that. I think it's the right thing to do. Afolayan's 23 years old. I know you do get some late bloomers, but I do think he would have done it by now. We would have seen something more than what we've seen to suggest he was going to step up to the first team. Whereas with Mipo Odebeko, I think we've already seen something to suggest he can step up to the first team. He's 5 years younger. So I think it's the right thing by David Moyes. Right, we're going to take a look at the Crystal Palace team now.
Hold on. Let me address this. I think, because this is important, nicknames are important to me, I think I'm going with Afolayan, the Himalayan, for that one, I think.
That's poor. Needs some work. I expected a bit better from you. Anyway, the Crystal Palace 11, if you're a patron and did the opposition preview, I got 10 out of 11 right, which the one I got wrong is because James Tompkins is injured, which I didn't know about. Anyway, Gaeta and goal with a back four or Joe Ward, Checker Kiate, Gareth Cahill, and Tyrone Mitchell. And midfield four of Andros Townsend, James MacArthur, Milojevic, Milo, Ebarachi Eze, and up front they've got Wilfred Zaha and Christian Benteke. As expected from Palace.
Yeah, more or less, I guess. I mean, you never know the complete composition of their centre back sometimes, and particularly the midfield. But if Zaha's back, it means they don't play both the Maccas in the middle. For the 3Ms, you don't get the 3Ms in the middle, should we say? Yeah, I mean, look, it's a strong team. Who's up front again? Zaha and
Benteke.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a worry, but at least we don't have to worry about a Joel Ward running down the right and crossing over for Benteke, because that never happens.
The bench for Crystal Palace is Scott Dan, Yario Riedwald, Jack Butland, Jordan Ayew, Patrick Van Aanholt, Martin Kelly, James McCarthy, Nathan Klein, and Michi Batshuayi as well. So a pretty strong bench from Crystal Palace. A very Crystal Palace bench if I've ever saw one. Some hard-working players and one player with a bit of flair.
Yeah, it would be weird, wouldn't it? Let's be fair, if it was a Grimsby bench on the Crystal Palace bench. But they're a good team. They've got some good players, not in the best run of form, but he will be up for it. I mean, he really will. Roy will be up for it. He was saying nice things about Moyes. Moisty was saying nice things about Roy. It was like a big virtual cuddle, really. But you've always got to watch Zaha. But I am interested to see. There's really going to be some interesting individual duels today. I want us to really see us dominate the midfield. I think particularly with Rice having his little bit of rest as well. I don't think he was bad. I think he did some really good things in that game when we played against them. But I want Rice to look like one of the best midfielders in the country. I want Bowen to show what he's all about. We underperformed in that game, and if we perform to our top level, then it's going to be very, very interesting. I think we do win.
I think you're right about the duels. I think this is why I want to see Ben Ram on the left, get Ben Ram testing Joe Ward defensively out there, because they smothered him in the middle last time. I didn't like that. Roy got his tactics bang on. But saying that, I think Soufal done superb against Eze as well in the last game. Soufal was arguably the man of the match in that game. He handled Eze. Whenever Zaha went out there, he handled him as well. I was really impressed by Soufal in the last head-to-head. Benteke caused us all sorts of problems, though. Unfairly got sent off, in my opinion. It was a very, very two soft yellow cards. You know, we've got to watch that. I know you were sarcastically saying about Joel Ward coming down and crossing it for him, but that was a threat that they constantly had. So Mitchell got forward well in their game against Arsenal. I was very impressed by how much he got down that left-hand side and got the crosses in. I think the Palace front line will fancy it a little bit tonight. I do worry with Zaha. If Zaha puts himself up against Craig Dawson, I do worry about that. I think Zaha's a strong guy. He'll match Craig. Craig Dawson's strength is his head and his strength, if you like. Zaha can match him for both of those things, arguably, but beat him on the deck. And that's what worries me, because he tends to drift to the left-hand side up against, which will put him against there. But saying that, Issa Diop played the last game and he was just awful in that game. So yeah, it's expected. It should be a good game and stuff. Anyway, do you want to get a little bet on, Gons? Or we'll get a little bet on, then we'll start interacting with the live chat and stuff. What are you fancying?
Do we fancy Soufal for a card?
Yeah, we can put that in. We've got a card happy referee tonight. Stuart Atwell's referee. Does not mind a booking.
Do we fancy? It's one of the boys. I always choose one of these. It's one of the big boys. Is it Antonio or Souček for a goal? Maybe.
I'll put in Mikhail. Because also I think, despite having Beck on the bench, I think Antonio is going to play 90 minutes. Unless unless we're comfortably getting beat or comfortably winning, I don't see Antonio coming off.
No.
What else you fancy? I fancy some West Ham corners. We're always putting corners. Put a bit of that in there.
Do 6 to juice it up. We did a. I know you like the 5. Do 6.
We'll put down. We're putting a card for Crystal Palace. We'll put Crystal Palace to get a booking. That's all right. That's 25-1. I think that's fair. So Palace to get booked, Antonio to score, 5 or more corners for West Ham, and Crystal Palace to get a booking. 25-1. I think that's all right. It's 130 quid for someone. Okay, so Gonzo's thinking of a phrase. If this bet wins, we will give someone £130. All you have to do to enter is put Gonzo's phrase in the live chat. The bet is as follows: Vladimir Kufal to get booked, Michael Antonio to score at any time in the game, West Ham to get 5 or more corners, and Crystal Palace to get a yellow card. Can be any single player. £130 to somebody in the live chat. All you have to put in the live chat is a phrase.
Are you having a laugh?
Are you having a laugh? Get the spelling right. There's a good pun in that. I like a good pun, Gonzo. I'll give you that one. Solid 8 out of 10 stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'll take 8 out of 10.
And also, get your comments in the live chat as well. I know we make it a little bit tricky with the whole everybody's entering the band. We're trying to pick out the comments, but get your comments in. It can be about the lineups or the score prediction, anything. Just get them in, and we'll get them up on the screen. Have a little look at, see what you lot are saying. There you go. That's what you want to put in the live chat. Get that.
Are you
live
having
chat.
a laugh? Yeah.
Right, Gonzo, you seen the lineups? How you feeling?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I am. I do feel some big performances. I just don't feel we can. I think they saw our worst in many respects, and we still got a draw, obviously, with the lovely scissor kick from Haller. But I do feel overall, whilst it was a brilliant goal, his inclusion meant we didn't have Michail Antonio, and Michail Antonio's absence meant we didn't play that well. And I know I've said this and repeated it a few times. I definitely got the impression that Crystal Palace would looked at it and think, hold on, what's, Souček, is he all that? Bowen, is he all that? And so on and so forth. I also felt that there was a lot of bullying going on from Benteke, who I do think is a good player. I said this before in the last game, and he's a good player. I think he's a handful. That being said, I think if all our players can play, if Ben Rama should be feeling $1 million today in many respects, which probably is monthly wage really, but because he's now a permanent member or very close to being a permanent member of the West Ham team, he can now play. And I think I'm here for the next 5 years. That's got to be worth something. Maybe he has a brilliant game. I feel that could happen. I feel Bowen. Rice, I've said, Souček, Antonio. I just think we've got some big players at the moment who can really influence the game. They have, but I think we might have more than them. You feel if you shut down Zaha, and maybe if you can keep Eze quiet, then it's going to be more difficult for them. Because as good as Benteke is, if we can cut off a supply to him, then it's going to be interesting. I think there's reason to be cheerful. Hopefully. Yeah,
I think I'm confident we won't lose, but I'm not confident that we're going to win either. I think it's going to be a very hard game, very hard for us to break them down a little bit. They're going to basically let us have the ball, and we don't really like it when teams do that. We prefer them to have the ball. So I think it's going to be sort of a bit cautious from both sides. But both sides have got match winners now. They've got Eze, they've got Zaha, Christian Benteke on his day. We've got Ben Rama, although he's not been a match winner yet. He's come up with 2 assists that's provided vital for important goals going forward. We all know the first goal is coming. It's just around the corner. Antonio's in good goal scoring form as ever, with his eyes firmly set on becoming the all-time Premier League goal scorer for West Ham United. We know what Antonio's like. Antonio likes
8 goals.
Well, yeah, he needs another 7 goals. But you know what he's like though. He likes his achievements and stuff, and he's a player. While he gives his all for the team, he likes the individual accolades as well. So I fully expect him to know exactly how many goals he needs. The club will have already been filming media bits and pieces for the video when Antonio finally breaks that record. So I'd imagine he'll have his eyes on the prize. I think Souček will cause him all sorts of bother and stuff. I'm looking forward to this game, actually. I'm really looking forward to this one. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but it'll be tough. It'll be really tough. Chris says that he's scared their forwards are going to expose us today. Bradley, would we have benefited from having Sebastian Haller still?
No, I think Haller did not play well in the last game. He scored a wonderful goal. I think we would have the same problems, which we'd be looking at, thinking there's a lack of mobility. We can't get players up and around him quickly enough. We need a workhorse up front and someone that is just mobile, that will pull off to the channels and go left and right. And, that's what we need. I think they're going to give us a really, really tough game. And no, I don't. I'm a bit worried about Townsend for some reason, actually. But yeah, you did say he was starting, didn't you?
Yeah, not many people say that though.
No, I am. I think it's I think he's on his day. He can be decent, really good shot. On him. Good cross as well.
In the last watch log on Saturday, we did a little giveaway for a mishmash poster. That's that thing there. I need to go that way, this way, that poster. Yeah. We're going to do it again. There's 647 of you currently in the live chat. If this video gets 400 likes, that's a lot of likes. This video gets 400 likes, we're going to give one away. This video lasts for the next 2 hours. So lots of people. But as soon as it hits 400, we'll do a little giveaway, and someone will win a mishmash poster for completely free. Arthur says Zaha will be trying to get everyone booked as usual. There you go. Gonzo's got the A3 version. You can pick between the A3 and the large one.
We're on there. We're on there, aren't we, Gio?
Not on that one.
Aren't we?
They removed us off the A3 version. They got rid of all the lesser important people.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not. Have a look. We're not there.
What did you send me this one for then?
Because if you have a look at the poster, me and you are here, right? So if you have a look on your one,
next to the England flag,
next to the champions, Lyle style, we're not there. The creator deleted us for the A3 version. Needed to save space, and we got removed.
I can't believe that.
But he didn't tell me until I bought them all. I bought them all, and they all arrived. And I was like, well, hang on a minute, where are we? Then I figured out we got removed. Anyway.
Well, we'll speak about this privately.
Chris Carson says...
I've got a yump.
I can tell. Chris Carson says he's got a gut feeling that there will be a red card. He feels like it'll be Palace down to 10 men. It's going to be a feisty game. Absadabs says that he thinks it'll be an easy win. So foul pockets, Eze and Zaha, their main attacking force. Ben Rama has started to improve, and Antonio and Dawson are in. I'm a little bit worried about the Dawson factor. I'm going to be honest. I think he's done well so far, but I don't think he's been tested yet. I think Zaha will test him. If he performs like an 8 out of 10 against Zaha, that will convince me about Craig Dawson. I've been waiting for him to be tested. This is the test, I think. Bobby says unlucky. Yeah, we know. Guns are struggling with it.
I've got a yum. That's really bothered me. I was in a good mood about the game. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it back to him and tell him to. I'm gonna post it where the sun don't shine.
Purple says, I think we can afford a draw tonight. All the fixtures this week will be tight, so I don't think there'll be much movement in the table. That's why I think we need to win, though. The fact that other teams are going to maybe get draws and stuff, we have to take advantage of that. Get the win tonight. Play Liverpool on Sunday with a little bit of confidence. William says, what chance for West Ham penalty? Gonzo, we're the only Premier League side without a pen this season.
Oh.
We don't need them. We score.
We don't need them. We get corners. A cross is better than a penalty at West Ham. Yeah. You can't have it all, can you? I guess.
Harry says we will loose, so I think we need to tighten something up.
Oh, definitely. You don't want to be loose going into this game.
Peter says, Odebeck on the bench. Do you think he will come on? No. Do you think?
Hello, Peter. Cheeky, sneaky Peter. That's not his real name.
Do you think he'll come on?
No.
Maybe if we're losing. But I think Lanzini, Yarmolenko, that's his first two subs if we're losing. Will he make a third one? I don't know. I don't think it'll be. I've struggled to see a scenario in which Odebeck will come on, unless it's comfortably getting beat or comfortably losing. But I just can't see it.
No.
Anyway, keep getting your question, keep getting your comments in. So Andrew says, would you take Zaha at West Ham, and how much would you pay for him?
Hey, I've got a poster I'd swap for him if you want. I would take Zaha at West Ham. Yeah, Zaha's good enough to play for any team. Bloody right. Yeah, crikey. Yeah, just one of the best players in the league on his day. And also, he suffers from playing in a defensive team, so he wants to leave Crystal Palace and come play for another defensive team.
What's his price?
Well, not what they want. That's why I'm insulted, because they priced him at 70 million. 40 million, yeah, I think that's fair.
Jamie, I think Bowen will have a job to do. Sufal needs protection, and Rice or Socek will need to ensure they keep Zaha and Eze apart to make sure they don't link up. I think Jamie must be David Moyes' new defensive coach.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting on the other side as well, to be fair, because I do often find that you got Cresswell and Fornals and Rice sort of gravitate towards that side defensively as well. So, I mean, we're pretty tight at the on the flanks, to be fair.
Irish Tommy says, you just got home from work, says, what's the lineup? Well, Irish Tommy, you have a look at your screen. You'll be able to work out what the lineup is. I didn't sit there typing that up for fun. Apache says you're not very happy.
I'm not happy. I've got the ump. Apache, I've got the ump.
No, not that one.
No.
Ryan McDonald says a quick goal will be needed for the sake of the game's pace. I think that's a fair point, actually. It does have that sort of thing about it. You can imagine it being quite a boring watch. Chris Carson says we're a team that others fear now. We're hard to beat. That will work for us tonight. He's going 3-1 West Ham. Adam says Roy's going to have the hump in 3 hours. Maybe Roy's been taken off the poster as well.
He probably very disappointing.
Kyle says that Lanzini will play 30 or 45 minutes. He loves playing against Palace, doesn't he?
He does love a goal. He loves a goal.
I'm convinced that this fixture, Palace v West Ham / West Ham v Palace, it's got to be one of the top games for the Premier League in terms of just wonderful individual goals. Payet's free kick, Carroll's bicycle kick, Sebastian Allier's bicycle kick, Jordan Ayew's solo against us. We saw that team goal with Lanzini at Selhurst Park in 2015-16 with all that passing going on, and there's just bangers in this fixture. There's always just really good individual goals.
Yeah, I was stood behind someone with a big hairstyle for that goal.
Is there anything else coming? Is that it? I was waiting.
No, that's it. I just sort of jumped up and celebrated because everybody else was, but realistically, I missed it. And it's not like you couldn't see there's no the screen. You can't see the goal on the screen from where I was positioned. So apparently a good goal.
Michael says, do we feel like we need to go 1-0 down before we wake up?
No.
Not anymore.
No, we scored. We scored after 90 seconds in the last game.
Do you want to know a weird stat?
Good singer he is.
Do you want to know a weird stat? The last, I don't know how many games, like 7 or 8, maybe the last 7 or 8 games between Palace and West Ham, whoever scores first has not won the game.
Sneaky. Okay.
The last, I'm sure it's like 8 fixtures. The last 8 fixtures between Palace and West Ham, whoever scores first does not win.
So roll the ball into our own net, basically.
I think so. Basically, yeah. I think that guy that commented, I think that's David Moyes' attacking coach there.
What,
so
Michael?
Go first, then we'll wake up a bit.
Yeah. It's tactic. Hey, that's a knowledge, encyclopedic knowledge.
Robert Gates, a bit of an ugly game tonight, but 2-0 to West Ham United. Antonio gets the opener, Bo in the second, and up the table we go.
Not bad, Gatesy, not bad.
James Gunn says Ben Rama's going to score a worldie and windmill in front of Roy's patchwork face.
What's he going to windmill with? What part of his anatomy?
I think so. Christopher says, is it on for Ben Rama tonight and then with a bit of magic? That's not how you spell it. My name has 3 letters.
That's your Italian cousin. Your Italian cousin is spelled like that.
How did you possibly spell my name wrong? It's in the description. It's got 3 letters.
It's too short. But basically, your name is too short. He's spiced it up a bit.
Anyway, Journey's putting a bit of grim stuff into live chat. Journey Life says he's got a weird feeling that Mikel Antonio will get injured. I mean, with the greatest respect, Journey, that's not an edgy call. You've got about a 50-50 chance of that happening, right? That's not unlikely, is it? That's like basically saying, I think West Ham might score a goal tonight. Well, yeah, probably.
Do you think they still fly the Eagle, even though there are no crowds allowed? Do you reckon the Eagle has got a Corona pass and is allowed to fly the Eagle? Maybe it has a mask on or something. I wonder if they still fly the Eagle.
I don't know. Mickey Smith, get a few custard creams, lads. $4.99. Thank you very much, Mickey Smith. Perfect. Al Dot says, are you working on the website? Not yet. We will.
No, but the forum is back up. The forum, hammerschat.com, is back up and smooth as a... I won't say how smooth it is, but it's very smooth.
As Ben Rama's genitals when he's doing the windmill.
Very disappointing. Yeah, absolutely.
Sam Gonzo, what do you think about Sanson to Villa?
Opportunity missed. Decent player. All-rounder, all-round midfielder. I'm not sure he would have got into our 2 in central midfield, but he'd have been, if one of them was missing, you would have gone in seamlessly for either, Souček or Rice.
I forgot about this. The Eagle's dead.
Oh, I keep doing this. I keep doing this. I don't mean to. I'm very sorry. I do like a bird of prey. A raptor. I do. I am. Not a velociraptor, obviously. Is that true? Because people keep doing this to me.
It is because they tweeted. I remember them tweeting out, and everybody was like, they tweeted out as if a human had died. So they were.
Was it die coronavirus?
I don't know. They'll probably just put it down as coronavirus anyway. So did that bird cough at all? I don't think so. Could it have possibly coughed? Maybe. Can you confirm it never coughed once in its whole life? No. Okay, it's gone down as COVID. That's it. Sorted.
Oh, well, that's foul news.
56 strikers signed with GSB since they bought the club. Come and get it right with number 57. I think that's a lie. I don't think it's 56 strikers. I think there's 49. Can leave it out.
Yeah, but be fair,
Maybe that 7's like the Marko Arnautovic and Mikel Antonio kind of players. Just like they're not strikers, but they get forced up.
We don't buy strikers anymore. We convert goalkeepers to strikers. That's the new way.
Alex James says, have to say your opinions on Ben Rama. Surprised him. He's been very impressed by him and thinks he's got bags of potential. We're getting stick for this. Did you see that in the video earlier? People
What
saying
opinion?
They were saying people were making on that mean you don't rate Ben Rama.
That's what I said.
Because we said in the video earlier, because we said like he's not done amazing yet, but he could do amazing.
I said he's not been as productive as Bowen.
Well,
what is it? What, you're not arguing he has? Surely.
Remember that feeling? Remember that feeling you had when you realised we were not on the poster?
Oh, I remember.
That's what Alex got when you watched that video earlier.
People are very sensitive. You can't say an awful lot about Ben Rama, to be honest with you, mate. People are very, very defensive about him. I've noticed, but he's not scored a goal for us yet. You know, I think he will. I even said I think he's going to score a goal this game. I even said when he scores his first goal, he's going to go on a run and he'll get confidence. I mean, what I'm meant to. I just people say he's our best player. I don't think he is yet. And what I'm meant to do, sit here and say he's our best player. He ain't.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's done all right so far, but that's it.
I even said he's our most skillful player today in the video. He's a bit touchy.
We are a bit touchy. We're all a little bit touchy. This is why Dylan's right. Why we tense it is because we're going fourth. That's why we are tense, Dylan. We feel the pressure. Even we're a bit nervous about going fourth.
Tense.
We're jealous of his smooth windmilling.
I can windmill. More one of those little fans you get for $4.99.
Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, drop a like on the video as well. We're nearly halfway there with the likes. If we get up to 400 likes, we're going to give away a mishmash poster. You can get the big one with us on it or the little one without us on it. It's completely up to you. You know where I live. You can go and rummage through me wheelie bin if you want. I'm about 400 subscribers. Jamie's correcting himself. It is 49 strikers. See, Jamie, knowledge. I know all 49 strikers as well. They're up there, all 49 of them. Chris, do you think a change of manager at Chelsea is good or bad for the team?
For Chelsea's team or ours?
I'm not sure. Whichever you want.
I think they'll improve. He didn't want to be there. He didn't want to be there as much as he wants. He was grumpy. He wasn't happy. He wasn't a happy man.
Do you know what I thought was harsh? Do you know how they listed reason number 9 Lampard was sacked is because he persistently wanted Declan Rice and they didn't want to go get him.
Reason number 9?
Yeah, The Athletic did an article, 10 reasons why Lampard got sacked. And
did they put in what because we had someone on the chat said he got sacked because he stole a pie from the canteen.
I don't know. Maybe that would have been someone at West Ham, or is that only goalie gloves? Whoa! I like the coach. He was a bit of a keeper. Way
very good.
But number 9. The reason number 9 in Athletic was that Lampard kept wanting Declan Rice, and basically they were saying, no, you can't have him because it's going to look bad that we let him go and we're going to pay big money to get him back. And I have to say, if that's true, that's shocking from Chelsea, not Lampard. The fact that they're willing to almost put PR ahead of buying a talented player. Because I would almost argue to some extent that if they did sign Declan Rice, they'd done better this season. They just would have. So it's a little bit of, he almost couldn't win. I want that talented player. Well, you can't have him. But I really want him. He'll make my team complete. No, you can't have him because we got rid of him ages ago.
Let's be fair. If you're going to give 10 reasons why someone was sacked, you're probably going to get one of them right anyway. So the fact that they've given 10 probably means they're chucking a lot of what's it at the wall and something's going to stick. I wouldn't believe that.
Yeah, but it's the only thing related to West Ham. But the Athletic, you have to remember, the Athletic is the journalist that Lampard called out during the week before he got sacked. Did you see that?
I didn't, but if I was him, I'd be laughing and saying he got sacked because what he said about me.
I think his name might be Liam. So Liam said something to Lampard. Oh, how's your players' confidence or something? And Lampard said, "Well, Liam, if they kept reading your articles, their confidence would be shot because all you do is like rip into them. Even when we win, it's confirmation bias. Blah blah blah." He had a right. But then he went on to answer and said, "Oh, a bit of confidence is okay. You know, we're an experienced bunch and that." But he had a right good pop at the geezer from the Athletic before. I quite liked it. I want to see a bit more of that from managers. When do you know when Jose Mourinho said something to Moose because Moose said something stupid and he said something back? So they said, "Oh, not you. You go away." I like that. I want managers to basically say.
I think if they've got a twinkle in their eye, but I think it comes a point where they lose it and they just lose it and they're gone and they can't focus on their job. And I do think, and I've seen Mourinho do that before, and then his form is bad as well. And I don't think it's like Nigel Pearsonitis, if you like. And I just think once you cross that, and he just didn't look happy to be there, Frank. I do think he completely lost it. I think if you can have a twinkle in your eye and you can make a joke of it, and actually it doesn't bother you and you carry on just doing your job.
I think reason number 6 was that Lampard would have left at any other club other than Chelsea. He would have walked out. Lampard was just unhappy. He would have walked. If it wasn't Chelsea, he'd have gone out the door.
He looks unhappy, but he's silly because I don't think he's walking into another job.
Alex James says, I hope that the Messiah does a Braveheart speech before kickoff, telling the players we will go 4th.
I like it. 4th, yes.
Harry Henderson, who in the 2000s era would slot into Moyes' team today? We'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Demi, obviously, but
Tony's he's my WhatsApp's popped up on the computer. Tone is clearly not watching. He's messaging me about a boozer that's been shut down. He's clearly not watching our build-up show. Tone,
maybe he's trying to put you off or something. Anyway, myself and Gonzo, we'll do another couple of minutes. Keep liking the video. Charlie's in the back waiting to come on live. So I'm saying this again for the sake of Charlie as well as everybody in the live chat and watching live. Drop a like on the video. If it gets 400 likes, this video gets, we'll give away a mishmash poster, right? So get them likes going. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Andy says it's tough, mate. Just need a pickup. Just hoping it come from the game. God bless Andy. Andy had some bad news last night. So all thoughts with you, Andy. That's something about Lampard. Dylan sweating. Are you feeling a bit nervous, guys? Or when we go 4th, are you feeling a bit? Ooh, okay.
No, not yet. But I do think I am going to be getting like that in the game. I'm a bit too hungry at the moment, to be fair. So once I've eaten, then I'll allow myself to get a little bit. But I do feel that there is a lot of significance to the game. It feels like there's a prize up for grabs, and I totally, absolutely understand that people are getting a little bit nervous. Absolutely. Yeah, Tone's in the chat. What are you doing? WhatsApping me in the middle of a live broadcast, Tone, for goodness sake.
Robert asks how you're watching. I'm using my eyes. Gonzo's using his glasses. But we're live on BT. If you don't have BT, don't go anywhere. Charlie is here for the duration of the game. He'll tell you what's happening. Steve, what's the lineup? Steve, mate, it's on the screen. It's on the screen. It's on the screen. We've put the lineup on the screen.
It's on the bottom of the screen.
Everybody kept saying, oh, what's the lineup? What's the lineup? So we started putting it on the screen. Now people still say, what's the lineup?
Maybe, like sometimes on YouTube, when it's got like where you press play and it's got how far it's progressing in the video, maybe it's sort of obscured by that.
Well, nothing we can do about that, is there? And Charlie's saying no in the background, and I'm willing to trust Charlie on this one.
Put it in the middle. Put it right in the middle of the screen. Sort of right. Right
Steve's actually asking if he's starting the game. I mean,
what if Steve's starting a game? You're not in, Steve. You didn't impress enough in training. He's going with a settled 11. You might be in for the cup game.
He might be the 5th striker.
What's he sat on? A mushroom? What's he sat on? What's he sat on? What is he sat on there?
Who?
Steve, in his picture, it looks like one of the toadstools in Willy Wonka land.
I think it's like a Union Jack bull. Do you know those bulls?
A bull?
You have to hold
a cow with a Union Jack on it. What, like?
No, do you know those machine bull things that you try and flip?
Oh, a rodeo thing.
I think it's that.
Oh, I'd like to know.
It looks like a hippo, a Union Jack hippo. I don't know.
You don't see so many these days, particularly not these pastures. It's a hippo. Dangerous. I
don't think he should call his missus that. She might be watching.
It's a dangerous thing to be doing there. There are more people are killed by hippos than lions.
Anyway, Moss 1000 says Moyes' philosophy doesn't suit Benrahma. He needs to have more freedom. Right. That's enough. That's enough from the live chat. Charlie will take over in a minute and get more interactive. Gonzo, can I get your final thoughts, please?
I'm quite confident, actually. I think we do need to start fast. Whoever said that, that is absolutely true. I would say fragile confidence. Crystal Palace are absolutely fine. They got more points than games played, which is always, I think, is a good benchmark. They'll be absolutely fine. That's funny. I like that. So I think there's that, but they are in a little patchy run of form. Let's say if we get an early goal, despite what Gio said about whoever scores first loses or whatever it might be. I think it might put a little bit of pressure on them and actually force them to come out. We are quite a defensive team. I said, if we go 1-0 up, we're probably quite a bit of a pain to play against, particularly someone like Crystal Palace. Have to keep committing men forward. But yeah, I am really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. I'm looking forward to this game. I think there's an opportunity. My new phrase I've decided is last season Moyes gave us hope. This year so far, he's given us a bit of a dream. He's allowing us to dream. We're dreaming of European football now. We're dreaming of going fourth tonight, which would be massive. Over the second, you can go fourth after game 5 in the Premier League, and you can discard that. It's not a true thing. But to go fourth after 20 games of the Premier League is a true reflection of how your season's gone so far. You don't go that far with luck. You've got something about you. I think if we score first tonight, I do think we'll win. That record, 8 games or whatever, when the team that scores first hasn't gone on to win when Palace play West Ham, I think that's going out the window tonight if we score first. Whether we score first or not is the question, because while someone said earlier, do we need to concede to wake up? I think some games we do. We have some games we have started slow. But anyway, Gonzo, can I get your score prediction, please?
I'm still going to go with the 1-1, but because I'm going to just stick with it. Do you know what it is, Gio? The evidence. I'm almost going with my heart here. My heart, the fear in my heart, if you like. The evidence suggests we're going to win because I like the team and my logic tells me we're going to win, but I almost can't quite believe that we could go fourth because it's just for the reason that you said. This is not fourth after 3 games. This would be fourth halfway through the season. That is form and that's consistency. And if that happens, we might have to start having, slightly different conversations. We'll see where we go. But yeah, I'm going to stick with a 1-1, mate.
If this has happened, what Tommy said, he'll be annoyed if Fernando's on the left, Ben Ram out of 10. So will I. I think that's what he's going to do. If that happens, what's happen, yeah. I'll say 1-1. If it's the other way around, I think we'll win. I think we need to get Ben Rama on the left. We need to get our most creative player out the middle of the pitch, suffocated. He needs to go on the left, let him go one-on-one with someone and let him be better than his immediate opponent. So I'm going to say 1-1 as well. Anyway, let's bring him in. Mr. Walsh, you ready for your watch-along?
Just about. I'm just finishing the template now. We're good. Hello, everyone. See you in a sec.
So what does that mean?
That doesn't sound ready. That doesn't sound ready, does it? That's not basically. No. Are you ready? No.
Okay, Gonzo, I can click you off just as much as I can click Gio off. All right, I've got the power here. Let's calm down. It's the watch-along now. I've changed the title. I've changed the thumbnail. I can do that now. Okay, this is my zone.
Right? How long are you going to be?
Literally 30 seconds. I'm just.
All right. Well,
I bet Charlie's not featured in this.
Oh, Charlie's not featured in that either.
Charlie was not more important enough to be featured in that.
Neither am I. Neither am I, obviously.
Hardy says both Fernandes and Benrahma benefit the team more from the left. Stephanie says strong team, very confident tonight. 2-1 West Ham United.
Maybe we could put everyone on the left to confuse them.
Cathal says need Benrahma on ward tonight. And then Hardy says the season went down from Palace. Whoa.
Ah, Charlie! Ouch.
We've gone into watch-along mode here. Season went down from Palace last year, so we lose. Harry, mate, you done this earlier. Lose has got 1 rule.
Loose. That's loose.
Loose again. We're a bit loose. We go down.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Yes,
everyone shake. Everyone loosen up. Everyone at home. Come on. Loosen up. Loosen up before the game. Get rid of the tension. Get rid of the tension. I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. Oh, no. I'm tense again now.
We're all loose. Brilliant. Charlie, get your watch-along thing up. Right. Gonzo, me and you're going to disappear. Leave Charlie. Nobody go anywhere. Keep liking the video, subscribing. You're around here. 400 likes, and Charlie will give away a Mishmash poster in the watch-along. Charlie can decide how to give it away. Maybe do the alarm thing again. Charlie, that was good. Charlie will decide how to give the poster away. Anyway, right, Gonzo, I'll see you at full time.
See you.
Charlie, I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
1-1.
Gio clicks off me. He's leaving. Look at this mess he's left on the screen as well. Here, this is a disgrace. He can see me. He's flicking the V's. Do you know what, Gio? It's fine. It's my time now. Hello, everyone. How are we all? Gonzo, how are you? Talk to me. How are you good?
All right. Yeah, I thought just when you said you were in control, I thought, well, maybe not as in control as you think. I've got my own control panel.
Listen, I've never thought I've been in control of anything in my entire life, is what I'd say. And anything, actually, thank you for doing that, because I needed 10 more seconds to finish the thing I was doing. So now I'm here. Hello. So I've been busy today, Gonzo, right? I've just had a business meeting, which is why I'm a bit all over the shop. I've just had a business meeting with the boys. So I've been a bit
with the who?
stressed. I said the boys as if the boys was a thing, but it was with a company who do podcasts. It's a long story. The point is I'm here now, and we're doing.
Are you off? You're leaving Ham's chat, aren't you? Is this the big announcement? I'm glad I'm here.
Well, it's been a long time, 6 years or whatever it's been, and I thought, Gio Gonza can probably deal without me. Although Steve with the £2, thank you very much, Steve. I hope we don't lose our
loose. I hope we loose. He's loose. Lots of loose going on. Steve's still on that. The hippopotamus is a slight worry. It's a shame I can't expand or blow the picture of the hippo up because I'd like a closer look at this, but it's fraught with danger.
Let's see which one makes it the biggest. That makes it a little bit bigger. That makes it bigger. There you go. That's the biggest one we can get.
Is it? Where was the hippo, Steve? Do we know? Well, you know. Obviously, Steve knows where the hippo was. But why don't I know?
Steve, you need the info. Where was the hippo? Where was the hippo?
And do you have to ride a hippo barefoot? It's because I think he's barefoot then. Well, not barefoot. It's a human's foot. But no shoes is what I'm saying.
I would suspect a hippo wouldn't be too about you riding about on it with shoes. I don't know. Riding a hippo seems like a dangerous thing. They're more aggressive creatures than they're known for. Hippos, they're very powerful creatures.
In like rutting, it's not rutting, like shagging season or whatever it is. They are very territorial. When it's Humpos Maximus season, you've got to be careful with a hippo. And I'd imagine that one is going to have the right hump, not like a camel, but he's going to be because he's been painted. And hippos don't like to be painted. Wait, did he say? Did he say where he was?
I'm trying to have a look. We've got Flippy Floppy here. My shoes were really loose.
Loose.
There we go.
His shoes are really loose.
Is it Cribbs Causeway?
Where's Cribbs Causeway?
I don't know. I know there's a causeway in Ireland. Is it that one?
I'm gonna Google. Talk amongst yourselves.
Have a little Google. Hello everyone.
It came up pretty quickly. Cribbs Causeway.
Is it in Ireland?
It's a road in South Gloucestershire, England, just north of Bristol.
There you go.
It's given a name to the surrounding area, a large out-of-town shopping centre. Oh, it's a shopping centre. Do you know? What's the one in Manchester that they try to make look?
Old Trafford.
The Trafford Centre. They got.
I know.
It was cows, not hippos. Cows, plastic cows, life-size cows. Although I've never mounted one, Steve. To be fair. I never mounted a cow for a photo opportunity. It must be said.
You look like a man who's mounted many things in his life.
I have, but never for a photo opportunity, Charlie.
A mountie, if you will.
Yeah. I am. I'm very hungry. Have you eaten?
No, not all day.
You're going to do all this without eating?
Listen, I am nothing if someone who makes terrible decisions in their life.
Would you like me to sit on here for 5 minutes while you go and get a sandwich?
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah. I appreciate the offer. If I need one, I've got a lifeline here. That's that was a video game joke, Gonzos, because this is Lifeline from the game Apex Legends.
It's like the Karate Kid.
She has a little robot, which is cool.
So what are you going to do for grub? Because that's a long time to go without grub.
People who live who are in the other room. That's as far as I'll go there. Richie
Von Rock, for those of you who don't know, Richie is a scuba diving instructor from the Sinks Like a Rock School of Super Diving. Super diving? Sure. Super scuba diving. And he says approximately 500 people were killed each year in Africa by hippos, which is more than lions, you see. With more than... There he is. There's Stevie.
It wouldn't surprise me. Hippos,
sorry, not Stevie. There's Richie, sorry.
They're an aggressive... A hippo is an aggressive beast.
Particularly if you're going to go diving amongst them.
Yeah,
what you don't know is all of those 500 were all Richie's students. What he does is it's called scuba safari. He takes them on scuba safari and they dive down and never come back because usually they are in crocodilius infested waters as well. They occupy the same habitat. The hippopotamus and the crocodilius occupy the same puddles.
Puddles, yeah. I did listen. And here I was thinking David Attenborough had gone. No, here we are.
And yes, as Steve mounts the hippopotamus, painted in a Union Jack.
Yeah, I just I feel What? I feel like I should just give you your time there. There you go.
No, don't. Well, unless you want to get a sandwich, in which case I'm happy to
No. Go wild. Go on.
Are you going to get a sandwich? Because I need to sort this out. Because I need to go and get a sandwich.
Right, give me 2 seconds. Let me get a packet of crisps.
Go and get a packet of crisps. Charlie's gone to get a packet of crisps. Anybody got any hippopotamus jokes? Then I've actually got a joke, but I'm not going to tell it now because it's before the watershed. I almost told it. Somebody mentioned donkey the other day. I've got a joke about a donkey, but I think I've got to give a forewarning about the donkey joke, because I don't think children, I think I could say it without swearing, but I think there's almost too much innuendo to tell the full joke about a donkey. But it's about a donkey and a desert island and a stall. There you go. I will tell that joke. So I don't have many jokes. That's one of them.
You don't have many jokes.
Well, no, I don't. You got many jokes?
Just Google it, innit?
Well, no, but it's not a joke if you have to Google it.
What, that I've come up with?
No. Yeah, your own jokes. No.
I mean, you can't write your own jokes.
Well, I do. Each year, the same jokes for our Christmas. We make our own Christmas crackers, and it's just for the little one, really. So, but I write the same one every year. You know, so what's a duck's favourite food?
Go on.
Will you tell me?
What is a duck's favourite food?
Will you tell me?
Is that the joke?
No, you've got to give me the answer. What's a duck's favourite food? It's a joke for a kid.
Probably it's something to do with quackers.
Quackers, absolutely. Quackers. Yes. Yeah. Why did the cow go into HMV?
To buy some music.
Hey, you see, now you're there. So yeah, I mean, strictly are they my jokes? No, but that's the sort of level of my humour. The donkey on the desert island with the stall is a very, very different joke. That is not one for the Christmas cracker. Certainly not one for the children, and certainly not one for 5:45 on a match day, weekday evening.
Has your youngest got past the point where they find literally everything funny?
No, she thinks I'm really funny, and the missus and she still says Daddy is so funny, and the missus completely deadpan, and no, he's not. He's just not funny.
The kids I used to babysit, who are my mum's friends' kids, I used to babysit them. One of them got to the stage when they figured out how a structure of a joke works, but they didn't figure out why a joke is funny.
Yes.
So they would just go, what would you get if you cross crocodile and banana crocodile? That was it. That was the whole joke. And they would just ramble that off for hours, literally non-stop. What would you get if you cross pineapple and umbrella, pineapple umbrella? That was the whole bit. And it was funny the adults would laugh because it's objectively funny what they're doing.
Sure.
But it's not because they figured out how to craft a joke. It's just the insanity.
No. I've had this process. I used to have a little crocodile, actually, Charlie. But but it's because it had fallen, but it kept on falling over onto its back. And so eventually we had to take it to the vets. And I said to the vet, the crocodile keeps on falling on its back. I said, I know what's wrong with it. I said, what? He said, you've got erectile dysfunction.
That was Gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to let you go and go get food now.
Yeah, well, I want to be a stand-up comedian.
Okay, goodbye, Gonzo. Good to see you. Nice to see you. Gonzo, ladies and gentlemen, follow him on Twitter, Gonzo Big Nose. How are we all? We are but 48. So we're 12 minutes away from kickoff now. 12 minutes away from kickoff. Yes, for those asking Lifeline. Here with me, we'll take pride of place on that. On the thing in a minute. But good to see you all. Good to see you all. I don't know the lineups. I was in a business meeting, so I don't know the lineups. So let's have a look through them now, shall we? What we're going to do is we'll pull them up on here. I've just typed Twitter into Twitter. That's how you know I'm having Anne Mayer. Where is the West Ham Twitter? Because I don't know. So I was too busy, right? So I haven't seen literally any of the lineups. I don't know anyone who's lined up. I think I could probably predict it, but I don't know it for certain. So, they've done that thing with the app again, right? So here we go. In screen share, Bosch. It's the West Ham lineup. Now we have. Let's zoom slightly further in, shall we? because this flipping click on this link to download an app. Just give me the PNG. Right. So we have Fabianski in goal, Kufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Rice, Suchek, Bowen, Fornals, Ben Rama, Antonio. We've gone straight back to how we were. That's literally straight back to how we were. Expected. I didn't think anything other than that would happen. Martin, Diop Fredericks, Johnson Balbuena, Noble Lanzini, Yarmolenko, Odebeku on the bench. So almost exactly how it was previously. That's not a shock to me. I think that was exactly how the lineup was going to be. I'm interested to see who ends up on the left, be it Ben Rama or Fornals. But outside of that, that's understandable. I think the exact lineup. The exact thing. Odebeku on the bench. Let's hope he gets more than the couple of things, couple of minutes. 122 likes for the giveaway. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, everyone. If we get 400 likes, I think it was that Gio said, we will be giving away on this very watch along a mishmash poster. Yes, get hyped. If we hit 400, we're 122 away. We'll be keeping a track of that throughout the evening. And Tom wants me to tell everyone he got me the lifeline. This is my Christmas birthday present from Tom. Lifeline, my favorite character from Apex Legends. I'm very thankful. Again, it will take pride of place at some point soon. Now let's look at the Crystal Palace lineup because this is the one I'm most interested in. We heard some rumors about people being injured, stuff like that. I don't know anything. Full stop. I just don't know anything. They line up as such. They've also got the click to download something thing, which is annoying me, but still, we move. Gita, Ward, Kuyate, Cahill, Mitchell, Townsend, Milivojevic, MacArthur, Eze, Zaha, Ben Teke. A very expected lineup. I can't lie. That's basically what I thought it was going to be. I'm interested to see Mitchell play. I haven't seen him before. Eze is going to be good. Zaha, Ben Teke. I think Zaha in the middle could get a lot of joy if we're playing. If the two of our double pivot get far forward, he could experience some joy down that middle section. But yeah, I mean, it's expected from them, isn't it? Really, we're looking at the bench. Butland, Van Arnholt is back on the bench. Kelly, Dan, Klein, Bidfeld, McCarthy, Batshuayi, Ayu. More strikers. They have more strikers on their bench than we have at the football club. I mean, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. What's a lifeline? She's a character from Apex Legends. My favorite character from Apex Legends. She's a boy. Well, she's not a boy. She's one of the boys. Big things and that. You know, she has a little robot there. I am going to talk about this for most of the stream. You're welcome. She has a little robot. It does healing stuff. It's one of this. Hit like and subscribe, everyone. Come on. Let's get there. Let's talk about this. What's everyone's score predictions? Let's get that out of the way, shall we? What is everyone's score predictions for the game? While I get up the chat so I can say hello to you all, what is the score predictions? How do you feel like we're going? I said something before, and I think I'm probably going to stick with it. If you saw two spanners, then you'll know what it is. But I feel like my prediction may be correct. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But hello to Peach, Mr. Pardew, Alan, Alpha, Andrew Monk, Neil B, Apache, Arthur, Aphas32, subscribe, Cathal, McKieran, McKiernan, Charlie Walker, Chris, Carson, Chris, Harris, Dave, Ben, Dom, Chandler, Duvet, Dancer, Faux, Cheesy, Garsty, Jeff Watson, George Eves, Hammer Mulder, Harry St. Louis, JB Green, Jazza J, shout out, good to see you, JGM, Jungwa69, Guffsner. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize, but good to see you. Kev D up, Liam, Logan, Mark, Mixie, Miz, Mr. Pete Hammer, Oscar, Rebecca, Richie, Ron Rock, Robert Gates, Scott B, Steve Helson, Stevie Starfield, Stevie C, Toby K, Todd Griffith, Wally World. Hello, everyone. If I missed you, I apologize. It does the people who have said something in the last couple of minutes, and it changes as I'm shouting. So I apologize, but good to see you all. Good to see you all. Now let's go through some of these. Let's go through some of these predictions, shall we? Let's go through some of these predictions. Finding the first one. There we go. So Jay says 1-1. We'll see it very soon. Jungle69 says 12-0. They've put it in the order that makes Crystal Palace winning 12-0. Bold prediction. 3-1 says Caffel. Jay, good lad. 2-0 says Oscar. I assume to West Ham. 2-0 to West Ham says Charlie Weller. 3-0 to West Ham says Logan Bowser. Big, great name, bold prediction, says Logan. 4-0's Brace and Ben Rama goal. Thoughts on Frankie Chan? I'm sure we'll get into it in the watch along, but 2-1 to West Ham says Alan. 3-1 Iron says Chris. Jeff says going 3-1 West Ham. 1-0 to Palace. 1-0 to Palace. 2-1 says Mig C. Hart says 2-1 to us. Head says 1-1 says JGM. May have seen Spanish. Who knows? 3-1 says Richie. 2-0 Antonio and Bowen. 2-1 West Ham says Darts. Do they dancer? Saying 4-2 West Ham says Steven Starfield. That is a big prediction. 4-2. High scoring game as well. 2-3 to the Hammer says Mr. Pete. That's bold. That's bold. 105 likes away from the giveaway. Remember to subscribe. Hit the like button. Says Gio, remember if we hit 400, we will be giving away a mishmash poster on this very stream. 4-4 says Scott B. Equally bold. 1-1 says Hams Mulder. Octane just padded into a bicycle kick crossbar. 1-0. Jimmy knows. Who is our Octane? It's probably Antonio, and he keeps going forever. Mr. Pardew 2-1. Big Kevin Nolan with a brace goal for Palace. Big man Roy Hodgson. Imagine Roy Hodgson playing football. I can't imagine it now. I just see him as a manager now. I can't even begin to fathom him on a football pitch. Did he play football? He must have, right? 3-1 says Leon. I'm assuming it's West Ham, but I don't know. Bloke was into a bar. He shouts out, it was an iron bar. It's a classic. It's a classic Tommy Cooper joke. I didn't deliver it well. I can't lie to you. The delivery there from me personally was quite poor, but it is a banger. It is a classic. I could never live up to Tommy, to be fair. 3-1 to the Hammers, 4-0 to get one to Zeno. Parp, good to see you, Ghastly. Jump pad. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know. Let's carry on going down. 2-0 says Dave Ben to us. 1-0 says Jason Collins to the Irons. 3-2. 2-1. 1-0. There's the 2-1. I misclicked. Click the 1-1 first. 2-1 to the Hammers. 3-2. Zaha Brace says Tegger. 3-1 to West Ham says Richard. 2-1 says Jay. 2-1 says Arthur as well. Penno for Zaha on a swan dive. Potentially very likely. 3-0 to the Hammers. 2-1 to West Ham. 2-1 to West Ham. So that's a 3-1. I'm an idiot. 3-1. 1-0 loss. So there's lots of confidence here. So what I would say is this. I'll repeat what I said on Two Spanners, One Hammer, which is the Patreon exclusive podcast, of course, which you can get if you are on the Patreon. In my opinion, it's going to be a tough game. You know, they set up strong to Palace. They know what they're doing. They aren't going to go wild. They have their counter-attacking style. They know what they're doing, and that makes it difficult for us. That's always a difficult thing for us to deal with. And I think when you look at it, you say, okay, well, we tend not to break those teams down. Do I think Palace are going to score more than 2? No. Do I think we're going to score more than 2? No. I think it will be... I think 1 goal either way seems more likely. My heart is saying 2-1 to West Ham. My head is saying 1-1. And so I said on the podcast I'd stick with the 1-1. But we'll see. That's what I've said. I've said that on Two Spanners. I said it on the Back of the Nest, the Crystal Palace YouTube channel this week. That's what I'll stick with. But I'm not 1,000% certain. Not 1,000% certain. Good to see Clips. I know. So we are live on BT Sport. If you don't have a link, if you don't have a way to watch it tonight, in the Discord, top link in the description. If it's not the top link for you, just refresh. It should be then. We will be on there. If there's a bit in there called Stream Links, you have to accept the rules by clicking the little green thing. So you can, that's just a formality basically. And it's free to join. Go in there. There's a section called Stream Links. You'll have options to watch the game. If you can't watch it on BT Sport, I'm not sure where it's live in America. But yeah, there you go. That'll be a thing. We're going live in 1 minute. The match will kick off in 1 minute. I need to find my BT Sport is what I would say. But while I do that, just one more time, if you don't know the lineups: Gita, Ward, Kuyate, Cahill, Mitchell, Townsend, Milivojevic, MacArthur, Eze, Zaha, and Benteke. That's Crystal Palace's lineup. And for West Ham, we have Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Rice, Suchek, Bowen, Fornals, Ben Rama, Mikhail, Antonio. There we go. Now I need to find my thing now, which I started doing before, but didn't get the time to finish. What I'll do is I'll stop doing that just in case. I hope we're all well. Like I said, I don't know how many we're on, but remember, if we hit 400 likes during this stream, we'll be giving away a Mishmash poster live right now. We'll be figuring out how to do it if you hit the 400, of course. I don't know where we're at. I'll have a check in that in a second. Just need to make sure I actually can watch the game first. Let's switch these two around as well. There we go. There we go. So I have my thing ready. Let's have a look and see where we're at. Where are we at numbers wise? Let's have a little cheeky gander. I'm here. What I need to do is I need to go into the live broadcast bit. This is the problem. If you have someone else here, you can just make them talk and then do this in the background. Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to talk over myself while I do it. We're currently on 333 likes, ladies and gentlemen. 333 likes. Remember, if we can get 67 more, that's all we need. Scenes, 67 more, and we'll be rocking and rolling. Right, let's pull the chat back up so we can actually talk. There we go. Hello. I'm always confident until the whistle blows, says Mixie. See, I don't know. I sort of stay fairly on it. I stay fairly consistent with my confidence, my ups and downs and all that other sort of stuff. But this is one where I'm just like, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Fo. If you keep me updated, actually, that would be much appreciated. I should be able to see it every now and then, but if you kept me, I'd much appreciate it. Mr. Pardew isn't confident. Mr. Pardew, of course, a manager of both sides, a former manager of both sides. Mr. Pardew, who are you supporting? Let me know. Who would you like to see win this match, Mr. Pardew? I'd love to see that. Have you scored yet? Not on my screen, but I will be slightly behind everyone as per usual. West Ham going to be kicking off. Saeed Benrahma over the ball. Interesting to see how we go from here. But Land is scratching his arrows on Palace bench. Worth a look in the summer. Butland. Right, sorry. As the player's taking knee on my screen, just so you know how far behind I am. I don't know. It's an interesting post. Kickoff has happened. Benrahma's back. Kicks it back and we're on the way. It's an interesting question. Before Stoke got relegated, I would have been interested in him. But since then, they have been very poor. And I probably wouldn't go for Butland. I can't lie. I think it would be a lot. I think it would be a lot. I think it wouldn't be worth the outlay. If it was for a decent price, sure, as a backup, but I think we need to look at someone else personally. Mr. Pardew, I like my mate David more, so it's got to be West Ham. Respect that. Thank you very much, Mr. Pardew. Your support is much appreciated. Much appreciated. Hello, Ben. How are you, Charlie? I'm fine, thank you. Fine. I've had a bit of a stressful day, but that's fine. That is fine. I got a lot going on right now. Got a lot of projects up in the air. But it's good, you want to be kept busy, you want to be kept doing things. Just hungry. I have some Walker's baked sea salt here, which I will be eating periodically throughout the stream, just not right now. Where else are we? Sonny Anderson, never confident against Palace. It could be 3-0 either way or 2-2. See, this is why there's an interesting give and take to this one. When people set up in the way that Crystal Palace do, we usually struggle against those teams. Charlie way behind again. Yeah, I know. I'm about 2 minutes behind. I kicked off on my screen at about 8:02, so probably just over 2 minutes, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. There's not really much I can do about that. Whenever it's a BT Sport, I will be that far behind, unfortunately. Might be able to do something at halftime, but we'll see. Antonio tried to play the ball out there towards Pablo Fornals, who has lined up on the left. Couldn't quite make it. I did expect Fornals to be on the left. That was the question looking at the lineup, is whether you'd have Benrahma on the left or whether you'd have Fornals on the left. I felt like it would end up being Fornals because it's David Moyes. David Moyes likes him out there for the work rate and everything else. I do think Ben Rama would potentially benefit from starting out on the left personally, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's just the vibe I get, if I'm being honest. That is just the vibe I get. Crystal Palace on the attack. Benteke. It's weird to be seeing Benteke doing things and being a mild danger. He's been such a flop for so long now. It's interesting to see him doing that. That's not criticism of Crystal Palace, of course, but it's just a bit of a thing. Playing round. Zaha picks up the ball again, hits it. It's bottom left corner, and it's a good shot. It's a good finish. It's 1-0 Crystal Palace. It's Wilfred Zaha. I'm just going to assume that's going to be given. Zaha's scored. Sort it out. Boys out. Poor start. For BT stream is up to date for me. Yes, Wasted. It would be up to date for you. Let's just say it wouldn't be for me for other reasons. Tega's happy. Tega, I assume you're a Crystal Palace fan. If you are, stay around. Let me know what's happening. It's a good finish. McCarthy plays into Benteke, who just slots it to Zaha. Nothing complicated. In fact, it was Milivojevic who played it to Benteke, who just lays it off to Zaha. It's a good goal from a front two. It's a good front two goal, and Zaha just slots it home. He just slots it home. I now have to change the scoreline, which is a pain in the backside on this. But if you saw last night, me and Gia did a little cheeky test on here. We did a little cheeky test video, not long, just a quick one. You might have seen a potential for a different system and a way which would make this easier. But updating the scoreline is a bit of a hassle on here, so I'm just doing that now. It's a good finish. You can't disrespect it. Getting in there and the little cheeky 1-2, not even a 1-2, just the layoff from Benteke. It's classic. It's classic front two play there, and it's a good finish. Sometimes you can't mitigate against good finishes like that, and unfortunately that was one of them. But we move. It was going to be a difficult game. If anything, that just makes it so they will now sit a bit deeper. They will now try and consolidate themselves, compact inwards, and then they'll be able to fight their way outwards, I guess. I mean, they've started the brighter of the two sides. Obviously, they've scored Charlie. That's a very, very obvious statement. Hopefully, we'll be able to bounce back now. Hopefully, we'll bounce back. Fortnite, potentially, Adam. I've got a lot to do, but potentially, hit me up on the. I'll hit you up on WhatsApp in a minute. It's my friend Adam. He supports Arsenal, so he's going to be enjoying our downfall. Good to see you, bro. I'll message you on WhatsApp at halftime or something, or at full time probably. Just tuned in when 1-0 down. Welcome, Willie. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's the thing. First team to score doesn't win. Let's hope that stat continues, said Gonzo. Was that the stat that they were talking about? I missed that show, most of it. I only heard like the last 5 seconds or something, so I missed that. I wonder if... I could see why that would make sense, though. But I don't think that would be the case today, is what I'll say. It's a very bright start. Crystal Palace still in control here. They're just passing the ball about and trying to find a way in. Aaron Cresswell about as far away from Andros Townsend as possible. I feel like you know what he's going to do. He has 1 foot. But what's he doing on his back heels? I'm not sure. I don't want to criticize the defending too much on that. I think Crystal Palace's fast passing was the reason that happened. It was in very quickly, laid it off, and then it's a goal. I think you can't really. You can legislate against it, but it's difficult. I don't want to criticize. I don't want to criticize Ogbonna. I don't want to criticize any individuals. Maybe if I look at it again, I'll change my mind. But I don't want to criticize any individuals too much. You know, I did forget you hated Crystal Palace and Roy Hodgson specifically. I did forget that. I apologize. It's a thing. Did you miss much, Scott? No, it started adventurous. Let's say. You start kit next slice. Yeah, it's right, isn't it? It's all right. It's all right. Thoughts on BFS being interested in Jesse Lingard? I can see why they're sort of in desperate need for sort of goals and creativity at the bottom. So anyone you could bring in that could do that would be good. I don't think Lingard would be the right guy for them. I think Lingard would be a great signing for them. I think, though, if it comes down to a straight shot between coming on loan to us and coming on loan to West Brom, I think he'll choose us every time. but it's I don't know. I don't know. I think he'd choose us over them. But the second the deal gets closed or gets agreed, we know this. Every other club who's interested can then know exactly what the price is, exactly where the level is, and just come in and go, actually, we'll match that. Can we also talk to the player? Because Man United or whoever have already accepted it. You know, we saw it with Michy Batshuayi, for example, when we and the Crystal Palace were fighting over him originally when he first came to England. Crystal Palace agreed to fee or whatever, and then straight away Chelsea agreed to fee straight after, and he ended up going to Chelsea. These things happen. I'm not concerned. Is what I'll say. Lingard coming to West Ham in general, I think, is a different story, but I'm not massively concerned. 357 likes as foe. Remember, if we hit 400 likes in this game, we will be giving away a Mishmash poster. Ball in, Souček. Oh, yo, big boy, doing big bits. Doing big bits. Does it stand? Please stand. That would be nice. Flipping out. Pitch's waterlog is bad. 1-1. Secret Agent Kiyate. Get in there. Get the Red Devil out. James not happy about that affair. We can talk about that. Get in there, Souček. It's Souček, man. He's just too good. 4 nails down the left-hand side. He's making his way, trying to find any space, puts it with his weak foot into Antonio's position, who just sort of hooks it back, sort of vaguely in that area of the 6-yard box. And it's Thomas Souček, who is so good. He's so good at just getting in the right place at the right time. He's like a striker at doing it. It's unreal. Big potato salad things. Good try, Red Devil. No, is the answer. Good try. Come again next time. You can't kid a kid. Bruv, what a goal. Thomas Souček, a quick response as well, which is perfect for us. The longer that went on with them in charge, the longer it went on with them in control of the game, the bigger a problem it would have been for us. So to see us come back quickly into that's good, because we don't want to let them have all the time in the world. Because any more time where they can sit, just consolidate, defend would make it worse and worse for us. We need them to have the tendency to come out and try and go for us. We don't want to have them sitting there and just living their life, living it up, living la vida loca, as it were. There we go. Upload that. Hopefully that should work. There we go. 1-1. Yes. Come on. This is good. This is very good. James, I didn't realize you were talking about that guy. I thought you were talking about the other thing because I hadn't fully read the chat. So I apologize. Second I saw him, I got rid of him. You have to appreciate the effort, but it was a flop. It was a fail. It was not a good one. 367 likes as for Sheezy. We're getting close. We are getting close. 33 away from giving away a Mishmash poster live on this stream. Good to see you, JJ Smith. Good member of Discord, of course. Ben says the Discord is really lacking glitchy. If there's other options, try that. There'll be other places to look as well. But again, if you're looking out there for a stream, if you can't watch it live on BT Sport, like I can definitely, then Discord, top link below. Accept the rules. It's free to join in, and you can find it in stream links. 375. I will look at this. We are going up. We're going up, ladies and gentlemen. All we need now, 24 more. 24 more. If we get 619 likes, will West Ham make a formal offer for Rey Mysterio? He'll join just like Triple H and Seth have, you know what I mean? Triple H the other day tweeting about West Ham, of course. You know, it's just famous fans, you know. It's the way it goes. I would like to see it. Get him up front, running wild. It's a good comeback. Thomas Souček has an unreal ability at just being in the right place at the right time. He really does. He just consistently will just vibe his way into the box, into the exact position he needs to be. And it's an incredible skill. Like, I don't think Antonio would have, I don't think he would have known Souček was exactly there. I think he would have had the faith that he would have got there. And that's a huge trait, especially for a defensive midfielder. Man scores goals. He scores goals. It's kind of wild. I don't know who I want to win. Leicester City. Oh, Leicester City fan. Good to see you, Height, for a start. Yeah, I'd be interested to see who you thought. The thing is, I don't think either of us are going to be challenging you. I think it's more just who you prefer. I don't think either of us are going to be challenging for you. Obviously, if we win here, we'll go top 4, but other teams have games in hand and all that sort of stuff. So I don't think either of us will be challenging you. Although if you are just fully concerned about it, then Crystal Palace, because they're lower down. Crystal Palace, because they're lower down. 385, we're getting there, people. 15 more. 15 more. Sub bingo time. There we go. Let's do some sub bingo. I didn't have much time on my hands, so I didn't get to do it. Sub bingo, ladies and gentlemen. Sub bingo is the game when we decide when will David Moyes pull the trigger? When will he make a substitution? Richie has started it off with cheeky 54th minute. A cheeky 54th minute. Early. I'm going to revert back to my 69, my classic one, because the last couple of games have gone a bit earlier, and it's done me in. So I'm going to go with 69. I'm going to go with 69, and then we'll see where from there. I think it'll be 69. I think it'll be... I need to look at the team. I need to look at the subs bench. Which window have I got the subs on? Is this one? It'll be Lanzini for Benrahma. Benrahma, 69 minutes. That's the one I win. I think Triple H supports West Ham. He apparently does, and I respect it immensely. I respect it, the game and how you play it. 69th minute says Pete Hammer. He's getting involved. He knows. 70th minute says Billy Stroud. 88th minute says Mr. Pardew. He's got faith that it's going to be one of those games. One of those ones. 67th minute says Arthur Gatwood. 61st minute, Lanzini. 81st minute says JJ Smith. 67th minute, definitely a good choice as Ben Green. He's vibing it. 69.5 minutes. Precise. 82nd minute. This is Pete Mays. Sub on the 420th minute, naturally, obviously. What for me or for you? Me? Throw it. Go on. I'll catch it. Go on. That's why I was on the cricket team, mate. You see that? See how tech is? That's why I was on the cricket team. I'm just getting thrown food. Just a pure aggression from the rest of the household. 73rd. Stop saying 69. Says someone I've clicked in West Ham minute. Uwu. Everything can change. That is very true, to be fair. 91st, 76, 75. Says Scott Miller. Stop saying 69. There says Arthur. 306, 92. We are incredibly close. We are unbelievably close, ladies and gentlemen, for the 400 mark. Unbelievably close. It's all about control and if we can take it. Do you know what I mean? It's all about it's all about control and if you can take it. It's all about something and who's going to make it. I can't remember. I was talking to someone earlier about Shawn Michaels' theme song. Do you know the bit in the solo where he says hands off the merchandise? What a time to be alive that was. 27 minutes, Antonio off hamstring. John, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. It'll be a depressing time to be alive. Do this as A-United or the Beku. I mean, that's depressingly true, isn't it? That's almost certainly the case. Almost certainly the case. 71st minute, Yarmolenko for Bowen. That was the other one I was thinking. Would it be Lanzini or would it be Yarmolenko? I think Lanzini will come on first, but I think Yarmo for Bowen is also a very strong shout. Although Bowen did move over to the left in the last game, so maybe we'll see Benrahma or Fornals come off for Yarmolenko. Half time, bring on the SEALs, the Navy SEALs, SAS, Super Army Soldiers. I'm just referencing stuff now. These are 1-0 up. Who are they facing? I'm so behind today that I have no idea. I was like, Pete angry about the decision. It's weird hearing. It's the thing about fake crowd noise for me is that it's just not. It's not got the nuances. It's got the nuances of an actual crowd. You know, the sarcastic chants and stuff like that doesn't happen with fake crowd noise, which is what I'm currently listening to. Enjoy yourself, JJ. Good to see. Throw over at Charlie's blood. Thank you, Jay. Listen, it was. To be fair, it was Walker's baked cheese and onion this time. The thing is, I'm really hungry, but I can't really eat on stream that much. It's annoying, but I'm hungry. If someone pops in, and I'll eat while they talk. I'll eat while they talk. 71st minute. I'm going to say it. I don't care that you hurt your elbow. 71st minute, I'm late. I was climbing cheeks and Call of Duty. You love to see it, Boot. You love to see it. Hope you got some big KD ratio. Suchek soon to be 26. We'll cash in with another 2 seasons. Yeah, I can appreciate that. I think we'll see it. Yeah. Bruce sacked tonight. Is it Leeds? Is that Leeds Newcastle? Because if so, probably it's going to be close. 82nd minute. Do you play FPL? No, I'm terrible at it. I'm all right at it, but I forget to make my transfers, so I never ever do it. So I don't bother doing it anymore because I forgot too many times to actually do it. I've liked more Hammers Chat videos than AHTV videos. It's almost as if Robbie is annoying. Well, yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but again, Arsenal fan. These one up against Newcastle. Okay, thank you. Eze looks class. Did we settle for second best with Ben Rama? I don't think we settled. I think we didn't have a choice, to be honest with you. I think the Eze situation was one where we didn't put in what we needed to put in, and Crystal Palace came and did. He's a very good player. I don't know if he would be doing any better on our side than Syed Ben Rama. I think it is what it is. But Eze is a very, very good player. He's an exciting player. Is it just me or does Suchek miss time jumps when Fabianski kicks it to her? I've never noticed, Ben, but I will have a look. West Ham haven't go through a good period here, a good period of possession where we're properly pushing Crystal Palace. But this is the thing. Again, Crystal Palace will sit deep and then they'll hit us on the break quickly. Ben Teke definitely offside there. He's been forced backwards. I was certain he was offside. The referees pulled it back. Okay, I was like, that has to be offside. 401 likes. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That means we'll be giving away a mishmash poster. I'll tell you what. Okay, when do we do it? When do we do it? I'll think about that. But we will be giving away a mishmash poster momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the likes, of course. Subscribe if you're new around here and all that good stuff. How are we playing, says Alan? All right. I think since Palace got their goal, we've been the better side. We've been getting into good positions, but we've not creating too much from it. I want to see some better opportunities there. Crystal Palace getting a good cross in. Fabianski gets the hold of it. We need a bit more from it. We need a bit more. We're not quite there yet. We're not quite firing on all cylinders, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm so far behind, I got ahead of myself. Mindfulness classes is the suggestion, but be warned, you'll notice all the things that insult your soul and you'll be angry. Fair. I mean, I often get mocked by my girlfriend because I think the most small things are amazing. How giraffes walk blew me away when we saw it. I don't know why. The other day I was just going on about how isn't it weird that everything has a brain? Every animal has a brain. Imagine how big a fly's brain is. That's the sort of nonsense that I get involved with, That's the sort of stupidity that gets on my brain. So I don't know if mindfulness, maybe I'll transcend into a different plane of existence, but I think most likely what will happen is I'll just become a bigger madman than I already am. We're passing the ball around well here, but we're not really going anywhere with it. We're keeping possession. Bryce with a crossfield ball looking for Kofal, finds him. It's just frustrating because you want to see one extra little bit, but it's just not happening. It's just not happening yet. And it's frustrating. You feel, I don't know. I don't want to be too harsh on it yet. I don't want to be too harsh on it yet. But it is exactly what I said. It is exactly what I said about struggling to break teams down. Kufal confirmed for Chelsea. Interesting. I don't know what that's going to do for them. They're a wild team, but he is a very good manager. Better, I would say, better than Frank Lampard. Certainly, and that's just because he has a much better track record than Frank Lampard, right? So it is what it is. Bowen on the edge of the box, can't do anything with it. It's out to Eze, who tried to get past Kufal, who just basically shoved him to the ground. Just shoved him straight onto the floor. No, woof, get down. Get down. Wrong manager for Eze. He needs to be in a team where he can open up. I would agree that I think it's the same with Ben Rama, to be fair. I think we saw like in the cup game, and again, it was a cup game, but when he and the players around him were allowed to just sort of be free and be wild, you saw a totally different side to them than you see with David Moyes. I think it's a very similar case, to be fair. I don't think it's much different in that case. I think it's much different. no harm in a philosophical thought. It might say, well, listen, I need saving, to be fair. I'm a lost soul almost all of the time. Almost all of the time. Bit of philosophy never hurt anyone. But yeah, I'm a wild boy anyway. Please, can you talk about the game? Please don't tell us your life. Boospa, how are you, man? What's going on? Boospa, I've got a question for you. If you were going to the zoo, right, what would be the first animal you would go and see? What would be the animal you'd be most excited to go and see? Let me know. Let me know, man. Let me know. I'd wonder. I think about you a lot, you know? Just wondered what you'd be into. Would you be into the lions, giraffes, penguins? Like, there's lots of options. Maybe you'd go to the ant bit. Maybe you'd be into antelopes. Meerkats from the telly, of course. You know, would be interesting. Palace just sitting at the moment. They are. They're doing exactly what I expected them to. They came out a lot brighter than I was expecting. I thought they would be a bit more defensive, a bit more solid at the back. And they were doing what we do in most games, which is going for the goal early. And since they got their goal, they've sat back, and our goal hasn't really changed that. We've been the team with all of the possession. They've been much, much deeper, and they've been trying to hit on the counter. And I don't know. We need something, just a little bit of spice, a little bit of a final third pass or something like that would help us. But that's just casual West Ham things. We've got a goal. We can't complain too much. And we've got a free kick in another good area. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think you see... We'll see it. Cresswell standing over it with Ben Rama. Shout out to whatever his name was, the guy I've already forgotten, who said he wanted more to talk about the game. So here we go. Cresswell and Ben Rama standing over free kick about 30 yards out, 35 maybe. No, 30 probably. Cresswell raises his hand, puts the ball in. It's a good area. Souček. He's just good at it, isn't he? He's just good at finding the space. He's so switched. It's mad. He just finds the area other people do not. That's wild. That's wild. All I know is nothing at all. Socrates. There you go. Good footballer from Brazil. Get in VAR. Does it go to VAR then? Because you're slightly ahead of me, innit? So does it go to VAR? The ball's played in by Cresswell. It's a good free kick into the back stick. Antonio gets a touch. I think Antonio gets a touch, and his Souček. I guess if it goes to VAR, they're checking if it hits his hand. I can see why they would check it, definitely. I'm not sure whether it hits his hand or whether it hits his hip. We're getting a slow motion replay here. It hits his hip by the looks of it. And the finish is good. Who got the assist? I'm not sure. Souček fourth. People hype. Get in. I assume... Well, we'll see. I can't see the chats because I'm going a bit wild right now, so I can't actually see what's going on. Let me start making the 2-1 graphic just in case. We're seeing the VAR now on my screen. Does Antonio get a touch on it? Oh, sorry, they're checking for offside, not handball. If it's VAR, then the assist would have had to have been Antonio's, right? Because he would have got the touch. Whereas if it's not, then Cresswell will get the assist. I don't think it hits Antonio. I think if it hits anyone, it hits Palace's number 24. Who is that? Scott Dan? No, don't think Scott Dan still plays for him. Cahill is Cahill. I don't think it hits Antonio. I think if it hits anyone, it's Cahill. That's my bet. I don't know. We're still getting the VR check. He's checked it. Goal. 2-1. Early. Look at this. Who would have thought Crystal Palace versus West Ham would have so many flipping goals this early on? Almost through again. Antonio again. The post. Pardonnez-moi. I haven't even put the new graphic up. Hang on. I haven't even put the new graphic up. We're fourth. What's going on? Give me a second. It's 2-1 to West Ham United. From kickoff, Crystal Palace at 6 and 7s. Kiyate with what can only be described as check Kiyate things. Antonio capitalizes off a bad pass from Czech Kiyate, collects it, charges through, hits a great shot, to be fair to him, from just outside the area, 1-on-1 on the goalkeeper. He drives it low. It's past the keeper. It hits the inside of the post and bounces back out. It's still 2-1. My Lord. They are all over the shop. They are all over the shop. Just gonna have a little scroll through the. Is the leaf? He's not there, is he? The Czech cheat code, of course, just doing bits. I'm just looking. Did that guy reply? Did he reply? Sorry, Tiga. I am sorry. Is it Tiga? I don't know. Tell me how to pronounce it so I don't want to get it wrong, but I'll go with Tega for now. Ball over top again. Bowen's there. Gita controls it. Getting close. We're getting close. Didn't look like he replied about the zoo. You know, you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. One of them, maybe. I wouldn't say I've thought about. I would say I've never thought about sort of Homer Simpson's hair in any context ever. If you could suit me, would it suit me? My gut would say no. My gut would say no. Sub bingo, Robert Gates is coming in with 60-second. Fair enough. Thank you, Fo. 4 or 8 likes. This is what, right. Okay. We're 2-1 up. I'm scared to start doing anything just in case it goes wild again. But we're going to do the giveaway. Okay, so if you were here for the last game, you'll know the way we did it. I set a timer on my phone between 5 and 10 minutes. Between 5 and 10 minutes. When the timer goes off, the last comment on my screen will be the winner of a mishmash poster. You'll have to DM Hammers_chat on Twitter to get that sorted. I'll be aware, make Gio aware. But that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to set an alarm now. Between 5 and 10 minutes. Between 5 and 10 minutes. When it goes off, the person who comments last on the screen, on my screen, will be the winner of a mishmash poster. Now I'm typing it in the time now. I'm feeling that. No, I'm not feeling that. I've changed my mind. Not that amount. That's the wrong amount. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The timer is away. Between 5 and 10 minutes, there will be a timer that goes off. The person who comments last on my screen when the timer goes off will be the winner of a mishmash poster, West Ham mishmash poster. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Till then, I wonder how big his brain is. Yeah, so how's Ben Rama playing? Fine. I'm not saying either way at this point. I think fine, you know. Nothing too wild at the moment. Nothing too wild. Richie Von Rock with the 6 minutes and 9 seconds. See, it was last time I did 7 minutes and 69 seconds, but I forgot that 69 seconds doesn't count, so it just flicked over into 8 minutes and 9 seconds. Anyone know? Can anyone help out, Eric? What radio station is the game on? I can tell you it's on BT Sport on television, and in the top link below in the Discord, there's a bit called streaming. You can find it in there. I don't know what radio station it is. If anyone has the radio station, let Eric Riley's know. Please let Eric know. Must agree with Patreon is excellent. It's good to support the boys' ball efforts. Well, thank you, Stevie50. I appreciate that. Of course, patreon.com/HammersChat. If you're interested, that's the thing that exists. We do lots of things in there. Ben Rama just getting involved with a foul there. We do lots of things in there, including Two Spanners, One Hammer, which is my podcast, which you can come and guest on if you are a patron. If you're a patron and you want to guest on a podcast, let me know. I will get you on. We'll have good. Robert Gates, for example. Eric, Talksport 2. Thank you very much, Robert. BBC Radio as well, says Daniel May's place. Robert is coming on this weekend. He will be a guest on Two Spanners, One Hammer on Sunday. So there you go. Options there. But if you live in shot from Suchek. I thought it was a hat trick there. But if you live in Asia, terms and conditions apply. Well, yeah, a little bit. It's a good opportunity. Pablo Fornals plays it square into the center of the pitch, and Suchek just has it. The space opens up in front of him. He charges into it. Milhojevic thinks about tackling, but doesn't do it. Then as he strides into the D, pretty central, he just strikes a shot. It ends up, Gita saves it comfortably, but it's not a bad opportunity there. Not a bad opportunity. How far behind? About 2 minutes-ish. About 2 minutes-ish, Matthew. From you seeing it to me seeing it, about 2 minutes. Yeah, Palace aren't committing too many people forward. And the thing I like about when Palace get their players forward is that when they're when they get into good advanced positions, they're all very close together. That's something we don't do often enough, I feel like when you look at, say, Zaha, and it's partly because they're playing two up front, but when you see Zaha and Benteke, for example, in advanced areas, they're usually very central together, and that's where their goal came from. Big long ball over the top, not even a big long ball, it was just a nice pass to Benteke, who laid it off to Zaha because he was right there, slots it home. That's the way it works. It's good work, really. I think that's good. That's something I like more than what we do in Palace's setups. To give them some credit. I don't think it is on channel 981 again. I don't believe. I think it's on BT, so it'll be on whatever that is. That's the like BBC Red Button channel, I believe. I think. I'm not certain, but that's what I think. It is a bit like that. It's very it reminds me a lot of this is a wrestling reference, but Private Pie in AEW. This one Mark Quinn has a haircut bit like that. What is this poster? It's a mishmash poster of West Ham. Google it. You can have a look. There's some on the Hammers chat. Actually, if you need one, if you just want to buy one in general, if you don't win, but you want to have a look at one, see what one is, DM Hammers_chat on Twitter, and they'll be able to G will be able to sort you out because he sells them. He sells them as well. We've got attempts on screen at the moment. 1 attempt from Crystal Palace, 1 on target, 4 and 3 for us. And I think that's probably a fair reflection of the game. That is a fair reflection of the game. Ben Rama, Fornals was making a run there, maybe. Cresswell ends up trying to get the ball in. Ben Rama had the ball centrally there, and Fornals made a decent run in behind. He just couldn't find him. It was frustrating because I was like, that could be a good opportunity, but it wasn't quite there. No, not today. May have someone pop on at halftime. I don't know yet. We'll find out. We will find out. Posters a fireman style calendar with everybody from Hammers chatting it. So you got Gio is obviously January. I am February, and then March through December is all Gonzo. In various lewd poses with pinball machines. I would as well. I think if we managed that would be unreal. I can't lie. Cresswell's getting a telling off here from the ref. I think there was a mild argument there between Cresswell and some of the Palace players, and Cresswell's just getting spoken to, a frank speaking to from the referee. Throw in short. Fornals turns around, tries to play it in, it deflects out. Can't make it. I'm going to say something else about Palace here. Their consistency with their font usage is very good. I've noticed that for a long time. They've had the same font for a while. It's a decent font, but they do a lot with it, and I respect it. I do respect it. Let's check the phone, shall we? Mainly because it's buzzing, but also because, remember, when the timer goes off on this phone, whoever comments last when the timer goes off on his phone, I see on screen, whatever the last comment on my screen is, when it goes off, will have won a mishmash poster. Will be sent to you, and you'll have to DM Hammers_chat to get it sorted. Time's coming up. It's not quite yet, but it is coming. It is coming. Yes, of course, Robert. Of course. I think I'd like to think if you asked anyone who's been on two spanners, they would see them. Who scored? It was Wilfred Zaha for Palace, and then Thomas Souček for West Ham, and got 2. Come on, Glenn. What a man. Glenn, you've been the lucky charm, really, if we're being honest. You know, since you've started rocking up, we've started winning. So I don't think that's a coincidence, Glenn. I do not think that's a coincidence. I don't think that's a coincidence. See, this is true. Chuck says we're playing with such confidence. We really are. It's hard not to. This is a great opportunity. Fornals in the centre. He had the time, tries to take a shot with his weak foot. There was a moment there where it sort of all opened up for him, and if it was any other pass, then he would have been able to deal with it, but it wasn't quite there. Still, close opportunity. We're creating now. We're creating. I do. It's called Discord. Top link in description. Have a look in there. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what it is. Everyone, remember to please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you, Fo. Patreon.com/hamsterchat. That's the thing. But remember to like and subscribe. This is the most amount of likes a watch along preview show has ever got, build up show has ever got. And we'll be giving away a Mishmash poster very soon because of it. Remember, when this buzzer goes off on my phone, which I'm holding up now for a reason, when it goes off, the last person to have commented on my screen will have won the competition, today's competition. That's a lie, phone. You know it. Don't lie to the people. There you go. The buzzer is going off. The winner of the Mishmash poster, let me delete that, is Stevie C. The longer the season, the value of Suchek goes up. Stevie C, congratulations on winning the Mishmash poster. So if you get in contact with Geo Mackie, if you get in contact, Hammers_chat, or in any other way you can get to them, you've won. Congratulations, Stevie C. Good to see you, my friend. I will let Geo know now about you have won. Thank you, everyone, for liking the video. Feel free to dislike it now. Feel free to dislike it now. Let's just tell Geo. That's a selfie. I meant to take a picture. That was a selfie. He's getting a selfie as well. Screw it. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. We'll probably do it again at some point. I can't lie. Winner of Mishmash. If, like I say, Stevie, if you get in touch with Geo in any way, be it through Twitter, which is the easy way, Hammers_chat, or anywhere else, he'll go. You want a selfie? Oh, I'll send you the selfie, bro. I'll send you the selfie. Cresswell, hit off the post. Oh, we are going to accidentally get a massive win here from all of these shots happening. Cresswell took a sort of, I don't know if it was a bad shot or whether it was a strong pass. I don't know what happened. He hits the ball and Antonio's there alongside. I think Ben Rama was in the sort of area as well. Yeah, that's a bad shot from Cresswell. And Antonio, he just opens his body up to try and just pass it into the net. It's don't get me wrong, it's incredibly difficult from him. And he hits the exact same post he hit before. And it remains 2-1, but that is unbelievably close. That is unbelievably close. How that's not gone in, I will never know. I will never know. One can only hope at this point, right? One can only hope. Yeah, there's smaller versions as well. There is smaller versions as well. If you're interested in a Mishmash poster in general, hit Geo up, Hammers_chat. He'll be able to get you. We sell them, so have a gander, have a look into them. No comment. I mean, why the man's just Townsend is my most overrated footballer. I look at him, I'm just like, why? I think it's what site can I type in Google? My normal ones are awful. Discord, link below, top link in the description. Click that, join it. There's a green tick thing you have to do, which is just a formality to say you accept the rules. And then you have a bit on there, stream links. It has options for you to go and check out. Have a look. Thank you all for joining me in the first half. It's been a good first half. It started lightning and we've been basically in complete control since then. And you'd have to say we've been unlucky not to have more. Being real about it, you'd have to say we've been unlucky not to get more. Just read we are re-signing Roberto. Where was that? On fmylife.co.uk/West Ham? Because raw. I agree, Adrian. The Mishmash posters are brilliant. You notice something different every time you look at them. I agree. They are very good. They've got a wrestling one as well. Obviously, I know that, but they do have a wrestling one as well. I might put on my jumper. I'm considering it because I'm not wearing my pajamas. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not wearing my pajamas. You feel like we could have had him, like realistically. I mean, we hit the post several times. We've had a couple of good we've had a couple of really good positions, but we just haven't quite made the most of them. It's been a good first half. Outside of that first 5 minutes, it's been a very good first half. Crystal Palace have obviously been dangerous on the break, but that's what Crystal Palace do, right? Outside of that, we've been good. Free kick played out wide, looking for Fornals. It's just easily cut out by Crystal Palace. Townsend very, very deep. This is the thing with their system is they play the two up front, and that's working to get the best out of like Benteke specifically. I think is having, I don't want to say a renaissance, but he's certainly having a better time of it of late. But I feel like their system, the 4-4-2, you're getting Eze and you're getting Townsend very deep. Townsend's one trick is cutting inside and shooting, right? And you've got him so deep he can't really do that. At the same time, Eze, he can pick up the ball and run. We saw that goal early in the season. I can't remember who it was against, where he ran and basically entire length of the pitch and then just shot from range and went in. He's capable of doing it, but I want to see him. When I was on a Crystal Palace podcast in the week, they mentioned playing him more centrally would be how to get the best out of him, and I agree. I think seeing him in a central environment and more attacking places would be good for Palace. But they're locked in at the moment. They're defending. They're playing the style they always play. And at this point, it's all ours. This is ours to lose at this game. Pointless. 420 likes. Just blaze. You love to see it. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Dolly Souček. Let's go. Get him in there. Get him in there. That's a sign for me. That's sign. You've signed Snoop Dogg. 2 signs. Everyone getting hyped. There's a corner apparently, so I'm going to stop looking at the. Going to stop looking at chat because apparently there's a corner, and when there's a corner with us, it's always dangerous. Whereas I'm going to get that corner in like 8 hours or something, so I'll just stop looking for now. I'll just stop looking for now. Zaha went in a bit wild there on Craig Dawson. It wasn't dangerous as such; it was just clumsy and insane. Zaha having a big boy moan about that. He is not happy. He is not happy about the idea of him conceding a free kick. Big moan from Wilfried Zaha. Like, all right, bruv, chill out. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Dawson plays it forward. I know it's coming to a corner. I don't know why I'm commentating like a goal could happen. I know we're going to have a corner in a second because I've not looked at the chat specifically because you mentioned having a corner. We now got a throw in. We will get there eventually. We will get there eventually. I'm trying to. I'm looking here now. This is me. I'm looking at my face and not the chat. If I was looking at the chat, I'd be like here. But I'm looking here to try and make sure I don't look. We've got the corner, boys. Corner. Come on, Souček. That'd be nice. Will it lead to a goal? I feel like a Souček hat-trick in the first half is a bit much to ask for. But at the same time, I feel like if anyone's going to do it, it's Thomas Souček. So I was moving the duvet. I've got a duvet. To keep warm, and it was getting into dangerous positions underneath. So it's corners West Ham. Ben Rahm standing over it. Or is it Bowen? I think it's Jared Bowen. Played in. Souček. Oh, no. And Declan Rice went to the near post. No one could follow up on it. And now Kuyate's on the counter-attack. Antonio's given away a foul. I'm not entirely certain he actually did anything there, but it is what it is. I can now look at the chat, everyone. Hello again. Nice blanket. Thank you. It's sort of like it's a dreamlike sort of vibe, on this one. It's warm. It's a dreamlike vibe, It's nice. It's nice. You've got to do it, You just got to be in these snowy times. You've got to be kept warm, Kept warm at night and the day for me. Smash that. Palace are lucky it's only 2-1. I agree, Gio. I assume it's half time. It must be. I'm like that far behind. Poster giveaway done. The poster giveaway has been done, Andrew. It was won by Stevie C. Steve C, who did it? Can you dance under it? I can. It's a duvet dance. I can do many things. I'm a talented man, and I like my duvets. Antonio should have scored. Listen, Gio, if you want to talk about it, you're more than welcome to come on. You have the link. You know what to do. So there we go. That's the first half. I agree. I think Palace are lucky to have gotten away with that one a little bit. We certainly have been the better team. we've certainly been a much better side. I think Palace have come to do their usual thing. They sit back and defend. I think the opening stages of the game, they did their classic defending first thing. But they played with a bit of freedom, going for it a little bit. They got a goal from it, but since then they've done their purely defensive first thing, and it is what it is. It is how it is. If you look at it, you say, well, it's not a bad. It's not. I was going to say it's not bad. It's not the worst performance from Crystal Palace you've ever seen in your life, but it certainly wasn't a case of them looking dangerous in any way, shape, or form. I'll say this as well, actually. Gio's obviously welcome. Jay, if you can hear us, you're welcome to come on. Gonzo, if you can hear us, you're welcome to come on. As is anyone else, I'll tell you what, if any of you want to come on right now at half time, DM me on Twitter at @ATopLad. If you're a regular in the chat, and I know you, I will get you on. I won't get anyone else on just because, it's a risk. But if I know you, let me know. I'll send you the link. But it was a game there. That was a game. I think Crystal Palace was somewhat lucky to get away with it. I think they didn't really have much and we had most of it. I think a team, the worst thing is I can't even say a more clinical team or anything like that, because realistically, I think it was just pure unlucky there, really. You're looking at Antonio hitting the post, other opportunities there. I don't even think it's a better team. I think it's just unlucky. Worst week to get top 4, in my opinion, as most other teams will have some easy games. I mean, look, top 4 at any time, I'm not going to complain about. Obviously, I think it's a situation where we're slightly luckier to be in this position than we are. And then at the same time, realistically, other teams haven't played yet. But listen, we're in the position. You can only beat what's in front of you. And it's not like we haven't had hard runs and easy runs, These things happen. We're going to win the league, says George. It's a bold claim. What a half. Should be up by 3 or 4, says Logan. I agree. I think that's probably the way most people feel. Need to keep the foot on the glass. Pray hitting the post doesn't come back to bite us. Yeah, that's a fair point. I think hitting the post twice. Look, what's good about it is that we've consistently created those chances to hit the post. If we couldn't have the chance to hit the post, then it would have been a bit of a wild one. However, realistically, it's always scary when you don't hit those opportunities. But I've got faith that we are going to create more of those in the second half. 600 likes for the next giveaway, says Gio. Right, okay, well, if we hit 600, ladies and gentlemen, if we hit 600 likes, we'll be giving away a Hammers Chat mug. I have one of them right here. Next level mug. World-class tea and a world-class mug. If we hit 600 likes on this video, we will give it away. Speaking about Hammers Chat stuff, we've been joined by Gonzo.
Wrong introduction. Speaking about mugs, here's Gonzo.
There you go. I wasn't listening. I wasn't going to say it, so I would never say it.
Do you need a wee?
No, but what I will do, I will just sit here and eat my crisps silently while you
might need a Donald Trump or something.
Nah, I'm good, bro. But how are you? How'd you talk about half? How'd you feel?
Nervous, excited. Really, I tell you what, right? Have a look at this. Actually, I'm glad I'm speaking to people at half time. They've mucked up here, Palace. They have mucked up. 2 things. That pitch is soaking wet. I don't know if you've all been discussing it in the chat or what, but the pitch is soaking wet. Also, it's because of my lovely HD picture that I'm watching, or whatever it is. I don't think it's quite 4K, but I'm seeing individual blades of grass. The grass is long, very wet. Here's what's weird. We do most of our stuff in the air. Look at both our goals. The ball is basically in the air. They want to dribble it. So if you noticed, after about, 12 minutes or something like that, Benrahma got the ball in the middle, turned, lovely little jink, skipped past a couple of people, but the ball got caught behind him in his dribble because it's almost like stuck in the wet grass. Well, they've got more players like that than we have. So this is a really weird situation. They have, in cricket, if the home team makes the pitch to suit their players. Weird, really weird. They've basically created a pitch that's detrimental to the style of football they're trying to play. Weird.
It's weird. I never really thought too much about like pitches and how they affected things until I think it was under Sam Allardyce. Someone had mentioned things. I don't know if it was Sam specifically or someone had said at the club, "Oh, Sam Allardyce likes to have the pitch cut at this certain length and he gives instructions on how to cut and everything." I'd never really thought about it much until then, but it is like a large effect. Obviously, when you see a pitch that's like the Stockport one, then obviously it's going to affect the game.
Of course.
But when it's a pitch like this, you don't really think about it until that. I think, how concerned are you that the posts are going to come back to haunt us?
What are they going to do? Like get dressed up in sheets and glow and go,
Yeah.
"Ooh."
They'll be like the old men in the Muppets, just mocking us from afar. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Stadler and Waldorf, yeah. I would hope not. I mean, it should. I'm sure everyone would agree that it should be 4-1, really. But there's some lovely things that are going our way. I don't know if you saw what just happened with Dawson. Now, Thingy, what's his name? Zaha fouled Dawson. Dawson tricked him, and okay, that happens, right? So at that point, you would think from anybody else or anyone, all right, fair cop. It was a foul, but he's been complaining anyway, and he sort of slipped into complaint mode. But what he did was he stood off Dawson then, and he was still arguing with him, and he kicked the ball at him. Whoa, yeah, that's good. You're gone. You have gone. What was it in the last game? Because I remember in the last game, I was praising. I think Cresswell. I was injured, and Andros Townsend was a real gentleman in the last game. He allowed the ball to be played out and didn't try and take advantage of it. But someone was an absolute knobhead in the last game. Was it Zaha? Do you remember?
I think it was, yeah. It usually, to be fair, I think it was. My brain is sort of remembering it was, but at the same time, that's an incredibly safe bet to make. Yeah, I'm not going out on a limb by going, I think it was Zaha.
Yeah, it is. It was. There's something happened though. Really, really something happened there. But anyway, so I do look at that. I think we do have midfield domination. It is weird. Bowen's been largely anonymous, but very involved. So he's been anonymous at doing the things that we expect him to do. But he's in there tackling and biting. Probably no biting, to be fair. I don't think there's been very little biting going on in this game. They've all gone a bit Suarez. Who's written Zaha's a petulant child, can't stand him?
Gio, probably.
Oh, right. I thought it was. I was just thinking, Charlie, you could have just said that.
No, he also wrote 152 likes for the next giveaway. Get subscribed and get like in the video. If we hit 600, will we be giving away
what?
A Hammers Chat mug?
Oh, a Hammers Chat mug.
Do you have one next to you?
I just took it back. I did have. I've exchanged my Hammers Chat mug for a blackcurrant cordial.
Ooh. What's the brand?
Like the really cheap one.
Yeah. I respect. That's what you need. That's what
99 pence for a bath's worth. Excuse me, from Tesco, basically. They do a nice one. They do a berries and cherries.
Sorry.
Which is berries and cherries.
Go on, you got this. Yes, thank you very much. Sorry,
what's going on?
Throwing me a jumper.
Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know why I said you're welcome. I didn't throw you a jumper.
Well, thank you, Gonzo.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Berries and cherries is a very good one, but very cheap as well. But they've all got sweetener in them now. And all I would say is I used to hate sweetener. I don't particularly like it, but now often I can't tell it's in there. So it must have improved slightly. Moyes and Rice's body. Is that you again? Moyes' body is not good when Benrahma had his long-range shot and poor effort. I think he's been playing well, Benrahma. I think he's causing them all sorts of naughtiness, but we're just dominant in that midfield. Cresswell playing well.
He's getting forward a lot. I think to be fair, I think everyone's playing relatively well. I don't think anyone's having really a bad game. Even like you say, you can mention someone like a Bowen who's having potentially a relatively quiet game compared to what he can have. And even then, I don't think he's playing bad by any stretch of the imagination. I think we're just looking at it and saying, all we need is just that rub a little bit. I don't even think I think we've just been slightly unlucky.
I fancy a rub.
Yeah, I mean, we all do it from time to time, but sometimes you just got to settle for some Walker's unbaked crisps. If anyone has
rub, I don't know. What would I prefer? Crisps or a rub? A crisp rub.
Sounds painful.
Does, doesn't it? Salty as well.
Remember to hit the subscribe button and like 600, and we do the giveaway live on the stream. We will do 600. Liam Courtney, thank you very much for the 199. Only London club in the top 4 coming United.
Very true, Liam. Very true.
Love to see it. You love to see it. Thank you very much for the super chat donation. We appreciate it. Straight into the biscuit fund, or maybe the crisp fund at this point. Jesus Christ.
The rub fund.
So, Gonzo, we do this thing on here, right? Called Sub Bingo.
Well, you need to hurry up because I've got my game's about to start. I'm watching a football match at the moment. So.
Yeah. It's this thing, right, where we guess when David Moyes is going to make the substitution. What minute will we make it? And what player will he do it for? Welcome to Sub Bingo, Gonzo. What's your bet?
63 minutes.
Okay.
Bowen for Lanzini.
I respect it. That's a bold one. I said 69 Lanzini for Benrahma. Bowen for Lanzini. I like it. Do you know what? I like it.
No, I don't know. Mate, I might have said something different if I'd have had time to think about it, but I didn't.
Gio's thinking along the same lines as me. Just 4 minutes earlier. Few minutes. If it's 65 now, I'm going to hate my life. Gonzo, thank you for coming on. Feel free to.
Yeah, no, nice, mate. I will bugger off. Oh, I don't better say something nice about Souček.
Go on. He's a nice man.
Very tall. Very tall. Very long-legged. I would imagine Souček smells nice.
Yeah,
I reckon he uses a good fabric conditioner. And when you walk past him, you think, "Oh, is that aftershave?" And you say, "It is my fabric conditioner. I know where aftershave only potato salad."
Yeah, I back everything but the accent. I don't know if the impression was quite there. The vibes you were going for, I appreciate. And listen, you can't knock a man for trying. You can't knock a man.
No. I always look to put on potato salad.
Thank you very much for the 199, James Gunn.
Thanks,
I'm
James.
sorry that your money goes towards this. Benrahma tackling Harden and prime. Sorry.
I'm going to go. See you later.
Enjoy yourself. There we go, everyone. Gonzo. I think he was saying something when I clicked off him. Sorry if you're there. No, he shakes his head. I'm going to take that as I was completely incorrect. I was correct. Thank you very much to James Gunn, and thank you very much to Liam. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Teams out. See you at full time. Of course, stay with us live for the entire match day. Gio and Gonzo will be live doing a review straight after this. I'll spam the link in the chat. You can all get involved. Go and have a look and see what they're thinking. See how they're vibing. And remember, if we get to 600 likes, it's a tough task. It's a tall task. If we get to 600 likes, we'll be giving away a Hammers Chat mug. Will it be this one? Will it be a different one? I don't know. But here is a version of a Hammers Chat mug. Next level mug. World-class tea and a world-class mug. Will we get there? Let us know. 600. That's all we need. And make sure to subscribe. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. You know, we're growing every moment. We've got the Patreon kicking off. We've got all these things going on. It's a big I can't stress how big the next 2 weeks to month are for West Ham United. Not for just West Ham United, for Hammers Chat. So you're going to want to subscribe and not miss any of it. Potato trick salad incoming. You would love to see it. I would love to see it. Look at him. Souček and Kufau just walking out together. Good times. Console's halftime analysis. I reckon Souček smells nice. Well, not inaccurate, to be fair. Not inaccurate. They look world class. I wouldn't go as far as world class, but it is a bit weird to see us play with such confidence. That is something we definitely have. This team has confidence. We're rocking up and we're not letting stuff knock us that we usually do, which is good. It's what I do, JJ. It's what I do. I'm a professional at this, you know. I'm a professional. I do a lot of things. Thank you, Joe. I do a lot of things, you know. I'm not a smart guy. I'm a mover and a shaker. That's moving mud when you're feeling mud. Jay, I took Souček out of my fantasy team at the last second. Always a danger. Thomas Souček. How many goals has he got this season? He must be up to 5 or something like that. I'm not sure. So take a picture. We're at 5th, now we're at 4th. Listen, scenes are happening right now. We're moving, mad. Whether we'll go any further than that, I don't know, but we'll see. We will see. 468 now. Come on, 468. If we get to 600. 2 giveaways in a single stream. Your favorite could never is what I'd say. Your favorite could never. Steve C, my boy, the winner, of course, the first giveaway of this stream. I've just received a text from Gio Mackie. Says, can you ask him to email us if you see him again? Steve, if you are here, hammerschat@gmail.com. Their email should be in the description as well. Give us a little email, and we'll sort that one out. Souček is our leading scorer. Is he? He must be, right? I'm trying to remember who's our actually leading scorers. I think Bowen's got 5. Or has Bowen got 6? I don't remember. I read it literally yesterday, but I've already forgotten. Here we go. The second half is about to kick off on my screen, just so you know about how far behind I am, whatnot. And MacArthur with the back pass. Long ball over the top. Crystal Palace have kicked off for the second half. It's West Ham 2, Crystal Palace 1 in the second half of this match. This watch along. Good to see you. Subscribe, like the video, all of that good stuff. Souček is on 7. Oh, he got 2. So he was on 5 and then he's just got 2, which means he's now on 7. That makes sense. I was thinking he had the same amount that he had when I looked at the stat yesterday, forgetting he's literally scored 2 goals in like 20 minutes. Silly Charlie. Silly Billy. Wasted opportunity there for Crystal Palace. West Ham have a goal kick. Fabianski collects. Souček has 7. So Souček must be our leading scorer with 7. Then you'll have, I think, Antonio on 6. Maybe it was Antonio and Bowen on 6. No, maybe it was Bowen on 6, Antonio on 5, or the other way around. I'm trying to remember. It's just not happening for me. Congratulations once again, Stevie. If you want to be like Stevie and win. Oh, it's a good opportunity. Zaha, Fabianski saves it. Fabianski comes across and makes a second. It was close. It was a close opportunity there. Fabianski does well to close him down quickly. We're a bit of 6 and 7s in the opening of this. Eze comes in, collects the ball off of our mistake, plays it through to Wilfred Zaha. It's a very good pass, and Fabianski closes him down, makes himself big, like he would a bear in a bear attack. Does well, then comes across and makes a second. Just again, another good save. Another good save. It's a corner for Crystal Palace. Their second of the game. We've only had 1, surprisingly. Yeah, I guess we have. Eze to take. Plays it into the box. Nodded away. Not dangerous about that. They go again. I feel it's played into a good position. Fabianski collects. I feel a lot like this might be a similar repeat to the first half, where you have the early push from Palace, which might, after time, dissipate, and that's when we start to control the game a bit more. I'm enjoying us controlling the game a lot more. 2 Palace players just gone down there. I'm enjoying us controlling games a bit more. That is good. Cahill and Kiyate, both their centre backs, I think they must have clashed in the air. Head must have clashed. Jazza says I'm like 2 minutes behind. Yes, I am. BT. Whenever the match is on BT, I will be slightly behind, unfortunately. I will be slightly behind, just because of the way it works. Well, I was trying to click something, but it disappeared. Who knows? So I've not seen a repeat of it yet. In fact, now's probably the time. I'm going to stop talking to you just for a moment. I'm going to stop talking in general, but just what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to see if I can I'm going to see if I can make my TV go quicker. Let's actually watch the replay first. It was a long ball over the top. Kiyate can't really... Yeah, Kiyate and Cahill, neither of them are looking at each other. They're just both looking at the ball. They both go for the header and clash. Looks painful. I can't lie to you. It does look painful. Let's have a look. Nope, that's not one. So this is the welcome to the part of the stream where Charlie tries to fix his behind the scenes stuff. It's always a good time, always a fun time. Okay, that one. Let's go with this one. I have I'm now like a minute and a half behind. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Fo. Peach. Thank you, sir. Absolute legend. Peach. What a man. These just seem to stop raining. Maybe help the pitch a little bit, and just a little bit. Time wasted having two players line the floor. To be fair, they did look like they clashed, although I don't know if they would time waste at 2-1, you know. Cute has the same vibes as Bue. That's just I don't know if he could. I don't know if Bue wish he could. Look at Kiyate, right? Kiyate is he could have been so much more, you know. I think if he had spent his entire career playing centre back and not having dreams of being a midfielder, because I remember when we signed him from Anderlecht, the Anderlecht fans said that he was more he wanted to play in midfield. He wanted to step up into that position. And I think if he had spent his entire career at centre back, he could have been a really good centre back. He's got all the qualities. He's big, he's strong, but he's also surprisingly fast. He's got a good last ditch tackle. His last ditch tackling is underrated, usually because he's usually in such a bad position to begin with that he has to charge back and get it. But it is good. But unfortunately for him, he wanted to be a midfielder, and it just is what it is. It doesn't quite work for him. I think he could have been such a good centre back. It's just a shame, but ultimately he's at Crystal Palace now, so I don't really care. I don't really care. We all do. We all do. Lockdown's been harsh on us all. It's been rough on us all. It's been a difficult time. A difficult time. Yeah, I agree. I think they're very limited, and I think they're limited potentially by Roy. I like Roy Hodgson. I respect him for what he's done. I like him more than most other people today, most other people in general. But to be honest with you, I think if they had a more attacking manager, some of their specific players. The thing is, a lot of this team is a very limited team. You know, MacArthur, for example, was starting in this match. Like Ward. There's a lot of limited players in this side. Townsend, but the highlights of like Zaha and Eze, for example, I think could play for a better team higher up in the league, more attacking, more. They could do something. They can do something more than this. Unfortunately, they're at Crystal Palace, and I think that's kind of their problem. It sucks, but it's true. I would hope that, not hope, but for Crystal Palace's sake, they find that eventually. They did try once with Frank de Boer, and it just didn't go well for him, did it? It just did not go well for him. It was what it was. Ben Rama's been piss poor today. I disagree. I think he's not been great, but I don't think he's been bad by any stretch of imagination. But then again, as I said, at half-time we've gone, so I don't think anyone's been bad, really, if we're being honest. Yeah. How long before United paid 50 million for Souček to turn him into Fellaini? If Moyes was there, they probably already would have. I don't think Man United would have bought Fellaini in any other context. I think he'd work in a Man United side, though, to be fair. I don't know. He's an interesting player. We had this conversation with two Spaniards the other week. He's an interesting player because he could go very far. He could definitely go very far, but he's not quite. He would have to. The best things about him are very specific, and it's like, okay, where does he go? You know, where can he get to? And I think it's about finding the right team for him to go to. And I don't know who that is. I don't know if there's a team in the Premier League that Thomas Souček would suit as much as he suits us right now. And I think that's a similar problem with Fellaini, to be fair. That's how I see the situation anyway. I don't know. Thought on Lingard, guys. Everyone, yeah, that's a good thing. Everyone, actually, how do we all feel about Jesse Lingard potentially coming in? I think Lingard is a good footballer. I think Lingard is a West Ham level footballer. Certainly, I don't think he's not a top 4 footballer. Maybe he shouldn't be a West Ham level footballer, but he's not a top 4 footballer or anything. I think he's a good player. I don't see where he suits the team at all. I don't see where he fits in. I was having a conversation with someone else about this, and they spoke about his work rate and things, and I think that's potentially where he would benefit. Like, obviously Bowen and Fornals have the work rate, but I'm not certain any of our other players in those positions do. And so maybe having Lingard in that, who would hopefully bring that, would be beneficial. but it's a high wage, isn't it? 100 grand a week or whatever he's on. Played through, not quite. 100 grand a week, whatever he's on. It's a lot. It is a lot. I don't know whether I don't know. But let me know. What do you think about Lingard? 127 likes in giveaway time. If you don't like the video, please do. Let's get it to 600, says Joe. I agree. 600, and we will be giving away. We'll be doing a second giveaway on this live stream. I cannot stress. Name another channel. Name another football or West Ham channel that will do not one, but 2 giveaways on the exact same stream. Name another. I don't think you can. I can't. Get it to 600. We'll be doing it. A second giveaway. Let's have a look. What are people thinking? Also, just to answer this, Rob Gates. PG or Morrison's own, because poor. But PG, if I'm picking out the 2, it would be PG. Not against Yorkshire Teeth by any stretch of the imagination, but just the one I've always had since I was a kid, really. How about you, Robert? What would you say? Which PG or Yorkshire? I back Lingard. Add some creativity to our attack, says M. Silky. Lingard was great in the last World Cup, says Jeff. Lingard is a distinctly average footballer, says Adam. That's a very Adam statement to make about Jesse Lingard, and I fully see where he's coming from. But forgot Bowen was playing. He's having a quiet game, I think. Yes, on loan, where Man U can pay some of his wages a good deal. Yeah, that's fair. I guess. I don't know. Would I want him just on a straight loan with no buy or anything? I guess, potentially. Maybe. I don't know. It depends what he would want coming in about starting times and all that stuff. But that raises a fair point. But we already have Ben Rama. I think this is where I'm coming down on. Is like, where does he suit? Where does he fit in the puzzle? You know, especially if we go back to playing 5 at the back, we have even less attacking players on. I don't know where he fits in at all. Gio raised the point of maybe playing up front, but who knows? Fine with it as long as you can keep him off TikTok, says Kev D. Back him into TikTok, maybe. I don't know. Mr. Pardew, Lingardinho, he's still a young talent, ain't he? I think he's like 28, something like that. 28. Oh, there you go. Robert says it. 28. There you go. It would certainly be the last big move of his career, probably, you would suspect. Unless he went on an unreal run and then earned a move to Liverpool or some nonsense. It would be the last big one of his career. Lingard, I think, has some big games left in him. Hopefully he has the drive to succeed, says Jez. Yeah, I wondered what his motivation would be, and I think that's why he would prefer to come to us than West Brom. When someone asked me earlier about him or West Brom, I think that's where that would lie. He would obviously rather come to us because we're fighting for a European place, whereas West Brom are fighting for relegation. I don't know if you do well at West Brom, how much further that gets you up. Although I did hear there were links to him Sheffield United last week or the week before or something. I don't know. Happy with Lingard. There's experience that he can bring into decision making. At times we lack. That's an interesting point. I do think we lack that decision-making at times. I think that's a fair point. Lingard is 28, as we said. I would sign Lingard for some squad depth. We're a tiny team at the moment. We are. That's very true. We've got 21 players and 21 registered players, and 4 of them are goalkeepers. So it's a little bit wild. Bowen plays it across. Rice can't get there. Cleared away. Zaha stopped whining. I mean, it's what it is. It's his prime age, says Eric. I just want to go back to this. I don't think he'll ever stop whining. It's just the way he is. He just is. He just is. You know, it's just his demeanor. Ball played in, safe. Second shot. Oh my lord, that should be 3. How many opportunities are we going to get in this goddamn game? Ball gets played across from. I think it was Kufal. Was it? No, it was Ben Rama. Ben Rama does really well, actually. Finds great space. Antonio in there. And if Antonio puts that anywhere, that's not straight at the goalkeeper, that's in. He's so close to the goal that the goalkeeper has literally zero chance of stopping that from going in. And yet, it could be 3. It should be 3. How is this 2-1? He says, I don't know how. So unlucky tonight. He's hit the post twice, and that one was just straight at the goalkeeper again. If he hits it literally anywhere, he would have. Would Harris score? I would say yes, but that's beside the point. Flipping heck. Mrs. Gates, Robert requires tea, apparently. I don't know. I don't hold any sway. I would say, do whatever you want. I just want to go back and see what's happening up here. I can't find it. The chat's gone. But yeah, I think it's an interest. I think Lingard is an interesting one because it's not one I would have immediately gone for in terms of player because of wages and potential cost in that sense, and also because of just position. I think the idea that the video earlier, if you haven't seen it from Gian Gonzo, speaking about the potential signing of Ben Rama in this window being made permanent, suggests that we have a loan ready to go. I don't think our board would sanction paying that money now unless A, they had a buyer lined up for him, or B, they had a loan ready, like a loan very close. I think that's the only way it would happen. Whether it will or not, I don't know. Chat, who would we want to see West Ham bring in? I think we need a striker desperately. Let me know, chat. M Silky wants to know. Let us know. Let us know what we're seeing. Here you go. I can't see Palace winning. Yeah, I think this is games getting further and further away from Palace. I think we're completely in control. I do think though they have the ability to hit us on a counter attack very, very easily, and we'll see whether that happens or not. But I do think that's a possibility. Off to get Chinese and mentally prepare myself for an Arsenal loss. Enjoy yourself. Tell Harry I said hello. Good lad is Harry. Yeah, who do we think? Is there any strikers you'd be interested in? So this is where I thought it would come up again. I like the look of Wang Hee-chan. I don't care if we bring anyone in. I just want us to sign a striker. Asian striker, though, yes. Wang Hee-chan again from the South Korean forward from RB Leipzig. Seb Haller had more movement. You hate to see it. Still, only striker I want is Adam Armstrong. See, so here's the thing about Wang Hee-chan, right? Here's the thing about Wang Hee-chan is that on loan, especially if we have an option, I don't see a downside to that. I think he's a very exciting young player. And he has a lot of the things Antonio has. He doesn't have the strength, but he does certainly have speed, and he has dribbling. And he has Kufal played across to flex. Giza saves. How is none of these going in? How? Thank you, Mr. P. How is this game not dead? I don't know. I don't know. Insane. I don't know about the if his struggle with Corona affected him deeply or not. I'm not sure. I just think on loan with a view to buy wouldn't be anything. I think he's got. Okay, so here's the opposition perspective on that. Hwang Hee-chan. His goal record is nothing in Germany. He isn't standing out at all. It's not like Son at Leverkusen. That's true. What I would say is this: he is a diamond in the rough, and that's why I'm saying I don't think we have anything to lose with a view to buy on a loan. I think if we just went and spent 20 odd mil or whatever on him, it would be a problem. Mikel Antonio charging through here. Antonio hits it off the defender. Maybe a better option rather than shooting there. Antonio was potentially Bowen was in the area and around. There was other options there, and he went for it. And I don't necessarily knock him for trying, but a third goal would put my mind at ease. A third goal in this game is done and dead and buried. At this point, they've still got a chance here. I think we do need a third though. And at that point, I'm like, just pass. But I understand why he's going for it. Yeah, I think it's not like he's not a diamond in the rough because he definitely is. Mikel Antonio, by the way, this is the replay. Antonio was charging through. Chiarte tries to step to him, he just can't. He does a step over. And to be fair, Cahill does really well there defensively. He just keeps his eye on the ball. He doesn't look at Antonio. He tried to do a step over just to put it into a different position to try and shift it in a way that he couldn't do. And he just couldn't. And it's a good block. Good work from Cahill, to be fair. We'll talk about the corner, I guess, then I'll go back to Wang Hee-chan. Bowen takes it, puts it into the box. Headed back out. Second corner, maybe. Second corner. I think it comes off MacArthur last. So this will be our third corner of the game. We've not done much from corners this game yet. We've not been our usual corner creating machine. Although I don't know how many corners we usually make. We're very effective at them, so I never tend to think, oh well, we have so many amazing corners. Played in, it's in, 3-1. Oh, it's Craigie Dawson. Yes, there we go. Look, yes, Dawson. Yes. Let's pay a couple minutes to keep Dawson. I do think that's the obvious option. I'm not sure why we're not doing that. Cresswell goal incoming. Jeff, look at that. Made Virgil van Dijk look silly at Anfield. That's something to talk about. Just West Ham doing West Ham. Just out here, bro. Just out here. Craig Dawson with a bullet header. Oh, you just love to see it. The ball gets played in. I don't think it looks like MacArthur's kind of covering him, but he's in front, and I'm not sure he's entirely knows where he is. I think it's MacArthur. No, it's Gary Cahill. It might be Gary Cahill, you know. Yes, Gary Cahill. He tries to cover him, but he can't. And then he just rises like a salmon back. Well, sort of front post, if anything, and it's 3. Their keeper hasn't had a game to write home about in any way, shape, or form. And I don't know if he potentially could have done better there. That might be me being a bit harsh by it. But 3-1, the game is done now. The game is done. I was literally just saying I felt like we needed a third. If we were 3-1 up, the game would be done. At 2, they still had an opportunity. I don't think they do anymore. I think we're good. I think we're good. Is this a case of classically talking too soon? Almost certainly. But at this point, 3-1, I think we're good. Nothing on Craigie Dawson. Big Craigie Dawson. I said it. I was like, yo, he was going to be all right. Everyone didn't like him. I said it, though. I was like, Craig, do you know what? Craig Dawson, he's decent. He's good at getting headers. He's good at scoring headers. And then everyone mocked me for it. And yet here we are. Craigie boy, second goal. Doing bits. Everyone's turning around him. Just getting home, turn the game on. Dawson scores, get in. Yes. The time of goal has messed up a lot. You're dead right. It has messed up a lot of score prediction. Well, I think now, here's what I'm going to say. Now's the time. Sub Antonio off. Bring Odebeku on. Let's get him some game time. With 2 goals that are good at this point. Palace not looking too dangerous. I don't think he would cause a negative reaction in the team. I think if anything, he's going to have that. Not that Antonio wouldn't have the running in him or anything else, but I think get him on now, get him some minutes in a Premier League game, in a game where he could score as well. Like Palace don't look too good at the moment. We're unlucky, if anything, to only be 2 up. Get him some game time. Get him some game time now, is my opinion. Get Antonio off, get him on. Odebeku, let's go. Still not over. Craigie Dawson doing it yet again, doing bits as per usual. We've got Dawson, Craigie Dawson. I just don't think you understand. He's David Moyes' man. Hang on, we'll get there. Something rhymes with man. Here comes Craigie Dawson. You love to see it. Crystal Palace making a substitution or getting Weidfeld. I can never pronounce his name. Coming on. Change up their defense, I suspect. Odebeku on for the overspending. Striker overspending for 1. I mean, let's get him on. Let's see it. Happen. We'd score a 4th, then I would bring Odebeku on. Fair. I think I'm calm at this point, you know. I think I'm totally calm at this point. Better than Varane. Thank you. We've got Craigie Dawson. Yes, that's what we go. We've got Dawson. Craigie Dawson. I just don't think you understand. He's David Moyes' man. He's better than Varane. We've got Craigie Dawson. Thank you, L. That's the one, innit? That is the one. Man like Meepo, get him on. Antonio getting frustrated because he's missed yet another chance there. He's been better than all right. I agree. I'm just saying that I backed him and no one else did. Foe did, actually. Foe, who's in the chat. Foe backed him, to be fair. He backed him, but I backed it instantly. Everyone else, I did a video on this channel. Gee, I was like, no, I was ages ago. I'm just saying it. Must be thank you, clips. Get the assist L. there on the rhyme. I was there. I just couldn't come up with it. My brain got, sometimes when you're thinking of something and you can't get your head off something else that it's not, but your brain just sticks in there. So I was like, ban. I couldn't think of anything else but the word ban. So I needed the help. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hold on. Good tag team there. Champions League. It's happening. Come on, teamwork. You deserve it. We were both there. Not many people were, but we were. I really want Phil Jones. I think Moyes turns him into the Terminator. Shot from range, 4 hours, dribbles out. Did it deflect or was it just a bad shot? I think it deflects for a corner. I couldn't quite see. I think it deflected for a corner though. Played into a good, big bounce there. Big bounce of Cahill. Passport's ready. The passport's at the ready, people. We're going wild. 481 likes. Thank you very much. Remember, if we get to 600, we'll do yet another giveaway, a second giveaway on this stream. All we need to do is hit 600. If you haven't done it already, hit the like button on the video. And hey, subscribe while you're here. We've got big things coming. Big things and that. They're happening. Come on. Next to the big for Hammers chat. You're not going to want to miss it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Get involved. If we hit 600 likes, there'll be yet another giveaway the second we do it. Get older back one. I just agree. I'm just here for it now. I want to see him. This is the game. This is the time. We can get him good Premier League football against a decent opposition here. Ben Rama does really well there. Fair play. Kufal lost out on it, but Ben Rama with 2 players around him managed to somehow dummy them both to get the ball to Kufal. Fair play. Doing bits. Thank you, Gia. Thank you. Don't need that sort of nonsense here. I don't know what I'm knowing about myself. We all do. He's a good lad. He's a good lad as Pabers. So Palace are making their double substitution. We're seeing Rydfeld come on now for Milivojevic. Interesting sub. I think he's injured, to be fair. Okay. That makes more sense. I would have thought they were going to change the defense around, but to bring him off, I was like, really? Makes sense if he's injured. He's hobbling. And the other one coming on was Jordan Ayew for Christian Benteke. Jordan Ayew for Christian Benteke, Rydfeld for Milivojevic. A little bit of a different look now from Crystal Palace going forward. We'll see how that affects them. Will it be more effective? Ben Rama with a good interception makes the most out of MacArthur's mistake. Antonio out wide slows the play down, passes it back. We'll keep control of the ball. Nothing exciting, but we will keep control of the ball. I would love it personally. What a man. Get him in. Get him everything. Everything forever. We do look like such a strong team. It's true. For once, we look pretty solid. We're not going wild, but it is a thing. We just look confident as well, and we know what's going on. It's just good. Best Ryan for net giveaway. Maybe L dot. Maybe you would be in with a strong chance. We'll see. If we hit 600, then I'll figure out how to give it away. That might be how we do it. Just having a little look there. Palace are getting slowly more into this, right? They've taken off Benteke for Ayew, which for them means they're going to need a lot more time on the ball. Benteke can be that out, but neither Zaha or Ayew are going to be target men in that sense. And that's what Benteke was doing with that first one. We're now playing the Crystal Palace role. We're very, very deep right now. Everyone is defending for their lives. Everyone is back. We've had 16 shots, 7 on target. Crystal Palace have had 2 on target. Wild. It's a case of like they're getting deeper and deeper here, West Ham, and we need to I think that's fine. I trust us to be able to deal with it. Apart from that one time Jordan Ayew decided to go on a mad one against us. We tend to defend relatively well in these situations. So whether that happens now or not is another question. But I think we're good. I think we're in the safe. I think we're in the safety zone. I don't think we're gonna. I don't know. I think we're in the safety zone. It's just a case of. I understand why David Moyes might not want to make a substitution. These people are doing their bit. Everyone knows their job. It's working well. Something could disrupt that, but again, I get Odebecker one. I think you need a sheepskin during doing the watch along, like John Motson. I wish I could do it. Do you know what? I should have one of those microphones. You know the ones commentators have, where it has the little guard here like that, and they're like. That's my impression of a commentator. I'd love that. Mr. Pardew's fell in love with Moisey. I think a lot of people have. Still not me, unfortunately. I'll get there eventually, probably, but you know. Better than that. We've got better than Nigella Lawson. That's decent. That's decent, Richie. I can't lie to you. You've managed to get in the potato salad thing in there. If we could get it in the suit of in a song somehow, if we could fit it in there. Makes potato better than Nigella Lawson. I tried to think of chant wise, but I think that could be a banger. That could be a banger. Again, if we hit 600, then we're gonna have to start taking entries into this competition. And all of a sudden, I think there's some strong competition for Elder. I think there's some strong competition. That's all I'm going to say. Playing down the wing. We've got the ball in an advanced area here. Fornals lays it back. Ben Rama, Rice. We're just in control. We're dedicating significantly less people forward at this point. Significantly less. Back to Souček, hits it from range. Good block by Eze. And now Crystal Palace hit on the counter-attack. They've got the speed now. They've got all speed players up front. They do have it. Eze's charging forward down the left-hand side. He's cutting inside, looking for a good tackle. Good tackle by whoever that was. I think it was Craig Dawson. Good tackle. Just dispossessing him. Safe as houses. Safe as houses. There was a concerning run there, but he's done well. He's done very well. Wilshire's just scored for Bournemouth. Has he? Fair play. Enjoy them. 486 likes, says Toshiski. Thank you very much, everyone. That's the most likes we've got on a watch-along match day video before. I appreciate it deeply. If we get to 600, we'll do the giveaway. I don't think we will, but at the same time, thank you all for joining us. Let's just see how high we can get it. How high can we hit it? Can we get past 500? We've got how long left of this game? We've got about 15 minutes left of this game. Can we get past the 500 mark? It would be unreal. Missing the game because I'm at work, says Jeffrey Steady. Charlie, can you give me some match ratings so far? First of all, good man, doing bits. Match rating so far. I think Fabianski's been good. One or two decent saves. Nothing outstanding. He's not had much to do. Palace have only had 2 shots in the game. I think that might have been a third just then. 3 or 4 shots actually. I think he made a good save, but nothing wild. I think a 6 is fair. A 6. He's done nothing wrong, but he's just not had much to do. Backline, Kufau, Ogbonna, Dawson, Cresswell. I think Kufau gets a 6.5 if we're allowing 0.5s on this. He's not. This is my scale as well, not Gio and Gonzalez. I think he's not. He's been nothing but bad. Nothing bad at all. He's just been decent. He's just not done huge amounts. Ogbonna again, I would say 6.5. Fredericks is warming up to come on now. He's just stripped off to come on, potentially for the person I was just talking about. Ogbonna, another 6.5 again. I'm going to go with 0.5s from now on because I can. It's my stream. I do what I want. He, again, dependable, nothing unreal, but a dependable performance, maybe a 7 potentially if you want to push it. Dawson, I'd push to a 7.58. He's obviously just scored. And again, a dependable performance. He had a good altercation with Wilfred Zaha where it just annoyed him. And as Gonzo said, that was the point. You knew his head was gone. And then Aaron Cresswell, I think, again, it's been good. 6 or 7, 6.57. Good, getting in good crosses, getting in good positions, doing well. In the midfield, Rice, Souček, I think both have... Rice, I would give a 7. Souček, I'd probably give a 9. Souček is so dangerous, man. Rice has done nothing wrong. He's doing his job well. 6.57. It's nothing bad. Souček has just been... He's getting into the box, getting into good positions, doing bits. I'd say a 9 for him. Just doing very well. He's just so dangerous. And then he does the other parts of his game well as well. Front line, Fornals 6. Not a bad game by any stretch of imagination. Not a great game. He's just doing all right. Ben Rama, I'd give maybe the same. One or two times he's shown a bit more class, bit more touch and stuff like that. So maybe a 6.57, but nothing unreal. And a Bowen 6 again, much for muchness. The thing is, no one's been bad, but no one's been unreal. I think Bowen has had a quieter game than he's used to. And then Antonio, I think a 7 to an 8 is fair. Probably a 7. I think he's not done anything wrong. He's done pretty decently, but he missed a couple of key chances. And by a couple, I mean he's hit the post twice and tried to slot it home another, and it just didn't quite work out for him. I think he's not had a bad game by any stretch of imagination. Fredericks comes on now. I think for Bowen in the 81st is the official count. Thank you, Billy Stroud. That is the official count. I don't think anyone had that. If you did, congratulations. Interesting. Try to think what that means. We could be going to a 5, I guess. We could put Kufar centre back. I don't know. We'll see what that means. I'm interested to see where Fredericks ends up. You got told off by Gio the other day for 0.5 marks. If Gio wants to tell me off for giving 0.5 marks, he can come here and tell me off for to my face. Until then, I'll do what I want. I'm going to say no. Don't know what it means, but I'm going to say no. It is an interesting change. I'm not sure. I wonder where he's going to end up. Kufal's still very far forward, and Fredericks was covering him there. So maybe Kufal's going right mid, and Fredericks is covering at the back. I think Fredericks has potentially come on just for the pace. Just for the pace aspect, it's potentially what we've seen there. Maybe Kufal is the one who goes further forward for crossing purposes. I don't know. We'll see. Just trying to have a look, see what's happening. No, now Fredericks is further ahead of Kufal. Maybe it's just whoever's further ahead they're crossing. Yeah, I think Fredericks has taken up a right mid spot. I think Fredericks has taken up the right mid, and then we'll just be covering Kufal if he gets further forward. And then Kufal's going to stay at right back. Fair. Okay, fair. Yarmo on for Antonio. Yarmolenko coming on for Antonio. Yarmo fans. Interesting that we've decided that Yarmolenko is going to play up front. I think Moyes saw it at one time. He's happy with it. We'll see how that affects. Again, I'd be interested to see how free. I think what was so good about seeing Yarmolenko in that position with everyone else around him is they were all clearly given the freedom to sort of do their thing. I think subbing off Antonio was right. I would have done it earlier in the game, as you all know, for Odebeku. It's frustrating we're not seeing Odebeku, we're seeing Yarmolenko, but he did do well in that game. He scored. He was looking dangerous. He was looking sharp. And I think, will that still be the case will that danger still be present if it's not a system where he can be free? I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll see. We've not got long to find out, to be fair. We've not got long to find out, but we'll see. We'll see. Have we ever seen a better engine more than Declan Rice? I'd say Thomas Souček. I think Thomas Souček, he's up and down so much. It's actually insane. But I think they're both people to have a look for. Declan Rice getting back there. Good tackle, which is probably what set you off on that comment. Great tackle. Great tackle from Declan Rice. I didn't see where I go, but then I got hard. What song that was? I had that on cassette. Shout out to Shaggy. I was going to say Elephant Man. It was not Elephant Man. It was Shaggy. Shout out to ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. What song? Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. But then I got high. Ooh. Oh, it's a good song. It's a good song. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate you for coming along. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, sir. Much appreciated. And thank you everyone else for joining. Been a very successful stream in terms of likes, especially. We've obviously gone through the roof. Big things. Afro Man. Was it Afro Man? Hey, because I got... What did Shaggy do then? Why am I getting confused? What song did Shaggy do? Oh, Shaggy did It Wasn't Me. Poor from Charlie. Poor knowledge from Charlie. Yeah, poor. That's the sort of stuff I would like as well. It was Afro Man. I knew it was something man. My brain was in the right ballpark. It just wasn't quite there. 4955 more likes and we hit 500. If we could hit 500, that would be unreal. That would be the most for me as a human being, you know. It would mean a lot. So if we get there, thank you very much. But if not, you've all done absolute bits today. Thank you so much. It wasn't me, yeah. Saw me sitting on the counter. It wasn't me, yeah. See, my brain went Afro Man because I thought my brain went Elephant Man because it was clearly Afro Man. That's the excuse I'm making anyway. That's the excuse I'm making. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. That's where I'm going with it. Good opportunity here from West Ham. Ryan Fredericks is forward. Lays it back to Fornals, who sort of stumbles his way through. Fair play to Pablo Fornals. Finds Ryan Fredericks. Oh, it's close. It's close. I really believe. I've started to believe in Ryan Fredericks. Wally, I don't know if you're here still. I know you were here at one point earlier today. I don't know if you're here still, Wally. And I don't know if you saw my tweet. But I'm starting to believe in Ryan Fredericks. I'm starting to. You know? Charlie's song. Hang on a second. My song knowledge is good. I was just slightly off, but it was almost there, and I think I deserve credit for that. I think I deserve credit for that. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Noble on for Ben Rama now. Yeah, we're going defensive. We're just going to see his game out, aren't we? It's fair enough. I don't blame him for it. I just wish we would have gone for a little bit of something. But, you know, is what it is. I don't actually believe Thomas Souček is human. I think he's a T800 sent back in time to the present day to dominate Premier League midfield battles. You'd love to see it. You'd love to see it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I am. I'm starting to think he might be. I made the argument that he should start. It was after that the cup game, and I know it was a cup game, but I just really liked his attacking output. And I want to see more of it. Who is everyone's man of the match? As we come to the close of this game, I think there's probably one. I think most people would say one man. But who is your man and match? We'll say the official Hammers Chat watch along man and match will be whoever gets said the most. So I'm hoping it's a landslide in one way and not the other because I don't have the time or ability to count. But who is your man of the match? I'll say mine. Whatever you lot go with, I'll say is mine. But I suspect we'll go with the same person. I suspect we'll all go to the same person. So who is your man of the match? 502 likes. Thank you very much, everyone. You've got to appreciate it. Like, we didn't get to the 600, but that was a tall order. To get to 500 is insane. Thank you so much, everyone. Big moves. Gio is very excited for the man of the match. So we have Souček, Kiate, Foshizi is the man of the match. Fair, I would back that. Cresswell, potato salad, Souček. Palace's post. Interesting shout. Souček. Jeffrey. Souček Torgita. Yeah, fair. The T800 himself, Thomas Souček. Souček. Thomas Souček. I think it's fair for all to see. I think it's there for all to see. I think the official West Ham. I think the official Hammers Chat watch along. The official Hammers Chat. There's more coming in. Souček. Who said Kiate? He was poor. Not going to say that one, so I'm going with Souček. Actually, died and went to Leeds game. You hate to see it. It's a bit of stuff like Kufau. Hey, Souček. Pitters misses. Haller or Anderson. Sad times. Roy Hodgson. Both. Cheksu. Cahill. Demel. Guy Demel. Guy Demel. He comes from somewhere else. He played for West Ham back then. Guy Demel. Whoa. Guillermo. Wow. Souček. I look. I'm here to say. I'm going to say. I'm announcing it. The official West Ham, the official Hammers Chat watch along man of the match, ladies and gentlemen. Was it ever going to be anyone else? It is Souček. Congratulations, Souček. Congratulations. Mikel Antonio looks tired. He looks like he was falling asleep there. He looks confused and scared. It was Nicky Hawkins from West Ham Fan TV. He was the man of the match. Zaha, Jordan Hugel. I wish it was. We'll give it to Souček. We'll say it later. Ben Rama for me. I'm neutral. Interesting shout, Heinz. Interesting shout in a circle. Interesting shout. Richie Von Rock. If Antonio had been on target type, would be 7 up. Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. Souček. Declan says Nathan. He's saying Declan Rice. I think there's something there. Before we go, one last hello to everyone who's in the chat currently. Hello to Mr. Bardew, Alan Robness, Anal B, Arthur, Barryman, Ben, Billy, Chuck, Dave, Duvet Dancer, Flyers Fan, Faux Cheesy, Inner Circle, Jeffrey, Jez, John, Journey Life, Kev D, L. M. Silky, Mr. Peter Hammer, Nathan, Paul, Richie, Rob, Russell, SG, Chippy, Stephen Jones, Steve 50, Tony Morland, Van Var Golf, Wally World, Will Lunnan. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Genuinely appreciate it. As we're going through, it's stoppage time now, an incredibly long amount of stoppage time now. Gio and Gonzo will, of course, be live with their full-time review momentarily. Once the game finishes, I'll have that link for you. I'll put it in the chat so you can all just click on it, have a roll across there and start seeing what they thought, seeing who they thought the man of the match was. Would it be Souček or will it be someone else? Who knows? But I appreciate you all for coming. An insane amount of likes today. More than we have ever had before for me anyway. More than I have ever had. We're currently on. Let me just check what we're on. I'm refreshing it so I can see. We are currently on 505, which is bananas. For me specifically, it's bananas. So a huge thank you all for that. Thank you to everyone who of course, donated super likes and whatnot. 506 now. Scenes. Thank you everyone who gave super chats. Genuinely appreciate it. Of course, nothing but respect, nothing but praise and all that. Anyone who listen, if you're here. Just gotta appreciate. 508 likes now. We're flying up. 509. When will it stop? Nobody knows. Like in Charlie and Choc Faction at one time. Not only it's been a good season, but not only because of the football, but because of these midweek football fests. We've had a lot of it. To be fair, a big amount of them. My voice isn't enjoying them, but watching a lot of football has been fun. It's been fun. If only I could get my BT to be on time. It would be a beautiful one. It'd be a beautiful thing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pete. Thank you for coming. Charlie's headphones for man match. Yeah, listen, big shout out to Chuck. If my headphones get it, then it's Chuck who really should get it. Let's be real about it. Thank you, Jeff, for coming. What if Mr. Beast got in the live stream though? It would be a bit wild in here. I wouldn't know what to do. Certain things have happened in the past in these streams which have been difficult to deal with, but I've had other people here to deal with them. So if it was just me by myself, God knows what would happen. Great solo gig. Thank you, Stevie. Appreciate it, sir. And like I said, make sure to email hammerschat@gmail.com to get your poster, Stevie. Appreciate it. Congratulations on the win. Thank you. 512. How many are we at? For the Frodo hoodie, thank you. Shout out. Yes, my other half. She should be man of the match for the Frodo hoodie and for the Frodo crisps. Double throws. You got to appreciate it. You do have to appreciate it. 14.99, a late one from Wally. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for joining the Flash Frederick's fan club, Charlie. That makes two of us. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. We'll have a talk about it on a show at some point. Be it Spanners, be it a show on the American Hammers. I don't know yet, but we'll have a talk about it. But I'm getting there. I'm starting to think he could be the one. I don't know about that. We'll see. This is a good run, by the way, by Pablo Fornals. He's charged forward. Yarmolenko's alongside of him. He's started to go by himself. Yarmolenko just couldn't quite get there quick enough. There was a second there where he maybe could have played the ball through. He didn't. He tried to go by himself. It's gonna. I mean, we're winning. It's gonna end 3-1 at this point, but it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Thank you once again, Wally. Genuinely appreciate it. Good luck, Blanky. The good luck, Blanky is a thing. Good luck, Blanky is a thing. You know, I might start bringing it to every match. You know, the good luck, Blanky. It's a very warm thing as well. My legs are warm and now my upper half is cold. You just love to see it. You just love to see it, don't you? You just love to see it. 513 likes. 513 likes. It's incredible. It's incredible. Do you know what? 513 is bananas. I haven't looked at it, but that is insane when you think about it. 513. Flipping heck. Everyone's saying the word 3-2. Everyone's saying 3-2. That is a shame. I'll see the goal when it happens. But to be honest with you, a win's a win. Like, we're not going wild on the old the goal difference front. It's all useful, I guess, but a big dub at the end. Anyway, when's the blanket giveaway? Never. This is mine, and you can't touch it. No one can ever touch it. It is mine. Step off from the blankie. Well, maybe we could do it. I could find another one of these and give them away because they are very nice. Batshuayi, there you go. There's the goal. It's 3-2. It's 3-2. It has been given. I thought there was a big whistle blow there, which my brain went, has it been disallowed? Has something happened there? But no, it is just a minor thing. So the ball gets played through. MacArthur plays it through to IU, who lays it through to Batshuayi. They had all of their players forward. Jeez, cracking about as many players on the pitch as they could going forward. It's a good assist by AU. Holds him off well. Batshuayi and Cresswell slots it home. It's in. It's 3-2. I won't bother making an overlay because, to be honest with you, the match is about to final whistle. There is the final whistle. There we go. So there we go. That is the game. 3-2. Palace somewhat lucky there. You can't lie. Palace somewhat lucky in the way that I went about that. Thank you very much to Wally. Thank you to Liam. Thank you to who else? I can't remember who gave chats today. But thank you so much if you did. I genuinely appreciate it. So here we go. This is the link to the review. Go check it out. Go over there. Have fun. Enjoy it. Enjoy yourself. Go forth into the night and enjoy your times. We're free too. I don't know if we're in top 4 still, but we flipping did our thing. We did our thing. 517 likes we've ended on. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you at the weekend. I think Saturday or Sunday for the next match. Until then, come on, you irons, enjoy yourselves, and blessed be Big Craigie Dawson. Come on. Yes. There we go.